Okay, most definitely. We shall do it by re-establishing our connection with Raymond Akparuere. Hello, once again. Good evening, Raymond Akparuere.
Hello, studios.
Yes, sir. Can you hear me? We can hear you loud and clear.
Are you there, Donado?
Absolutely loud and clear. Gearing and ready to go.
Okay, everything also set here in Lagos. I'm from here at National Stadium in Lagos, and several Nigerians are busy looking forward to the Super Eagles getting a good result against the Mambas of Mozambique. And around Surulere, Surulere is a sponsor city. Beside the National Stadium, there's also another group of viewers right there at the Tesla Balogun Stadium. All of them showing support for Super Eagles in this encounter. Everybody looking forward to a good outing. Between Nigeria and Mozambique. Expectations are quite high. For many, those should win as many goals as possible. Remember that Eric Secretary, Eagles head coach, had said at the pre-match meeting yesterday that he's dreaming of winning by 5 goals to nothing. But of course, even the fans are saying Eagles should do more than 5 goals. But what I care for here at the National Stadium in Lagos is for Eagles to pick a ticket to the quarterfinal of this competition. Remember, we were runners-up last time in Côte d'Ivoire, and it will be interesting for us to improve on that by winning the trophy. But must get past the challenge of Mambas of Mozambique. One win they had. Nigeria had 3 wins in their game. Of course, the difference is clear. On paper, Nigeria are favorites. I hope they'll be able to confirm that as action starts in a couple of minutes from now. Donaldo, everybody ready? We are waiting.
Yeah, most definitely. We all are waiting. Of course, we can see pictures and videos of the players, both nations, and Nigeria, and of course, Mozambique on the top right there at the Fez Stadium in Fez, Morocco. Yes, the national anthem of the country being sung right there. But then again, yeah, Raymond, before I let you go, well, I love the fact that you touch on what the gaffer said on his pre-match conference, saying that his ideal game is to dominate a match and have as much as 80% ball possession and maybe score as much as 5 goals unreplied. Let us pick it up from there. In games like this, mentality matters. Do Nigeria need to dominate or just be efficient?
Nigeria are clear favorites. If I got you well, Nigeria are clear favorites as far as this one is concerned. I'm just thinking of the trophy, and I think that's what many Nigerians are also thinking of. We are hoping to get a team that can make us erase that memory of losing to Congo Democratic Republic in that World Cup playoff, and perhaps I did the road to that moment. I know Algeria and of course Congo DR will be meeting, but for now the Eagles must get the job done against this team from Maputo, from Mozambique. I think the Eagles have what it takes to get it right. Talk about player for player, talk about team play, talk about experience, and of course everything that has to do with pedigree. Nigeria is far above the Mozambicans. Even though I know that some people were expecting, or they were expecting an upset, like some people thought when it was set Egypt this evening. But of course, we all know that Egypt is true to the last 8 as they now continue their chase for their 8th title. But let's see how Super Eagles will get past this Mozambican team, whose coach and of course captain have talked much, said they respect the Eagles, but they're not afraid of the Super Eagles. We want to trust our Super Eagles will make us smile after the end of this encounter. Donaldo.
Yeah, talking about the gladiators also to make us smile. Let me quickly get to your thoughts on the starting 11. Stanley Wambali, Bright Osai Samuel, Shemilo Gwajayi, Kevin Bassi, Bruno Nyemechi, Frank Onyeka, Wilfred Indidi, Alexi Wobi, Ademola Lookman, Victor Osimhen, Akko Adams. Our best and strongest 11.
Yeah, definitely. Of course, what we saw against Uganda was just an experimental team. A chance for some of those guys to see, or for them to be seen actually, whether they can play a role when the real battle begins. And I think the coach has seen them and he knows who to bring in at what point or the other. But definitely, it's been a teamwork. We all know our starting 11, and the coach is not far from that starting 11. Let's hope the Super Eagles will get it right in this picture. This is a battle of first Morocco.
Okay, finally, your prediction, Raymond.
Well, it's hard to predict, but if the gaffer tells me he's going to win by as many as 5 goals, he expects his players to win by as many as 5 goals. For me, I think 3 will be okay for me. Let's hope the Eagles will get it right. This is a chance for Osimhen, the chance for the likes of Ademola Lookman and others to improve where they are all so far. All I care for Donaldo is for the team to really be able to qualify for the next stage. And I think they'll just do that for us at the end of 90 minutes.
All right, Cole. I will reach you back once again when we reach the 15-hour mark. Enjoy yourself right there in Surulere.
Definitely. The Surulere fans, they are eager. The fans in Surulere, National Stadium, and of course, Slim Balogun Stadium, they are all set to celebrate it, and they want the Eagles to give them this moment.
Absolutely. Thank you very much, Raymond Akparuere. Okay, still champions of Dal Eagles 7 Sport Radio 103.7 FM. Going to the WhatsApp portal. This one says, can I sue the Afcon for singing old national anthem? Coming from Reverend Zachariah, right in Wasimi. Yes, the players already on the top, gearing, of course, ready to go. Don't even move for muscle. It's all about going full blast commentary mode right on Eagles 7 Sport Radio 103.7 FM. Super Eagles of Nigeria versus the Mambas of Mozambique. One of just the 2 teams to win all their group stage games at this Africa Cup of Nations Afcon. Nigeria have been rewarded with a tie against a Mozambique side who were one of the 4 best third-place finishers. While 3 wins from 3 suggest Nigeria made a light work of Group C. Their 9 points all perhaps doesn't tell the full story. The Super Eagles only won 2 of those games by a 1-goal margin, and they conceded in all 3, which puts something of a dampener on things for a side who have raced into a 3-0 lead in their last 2 games, only to subsequently take their foot off the gas. Despite those defensive vulnerabilities, it is hard to look too far past Nigeria in this encounter, who have lost just 2 of their last 11 games, winning 8, drawing 1, and bypassed their last 11 games, winning 8, drawing 1. Yes, they bypassed at this stage in 2 of the previous 3 Afcon editions. Mozambique are in uncharted territory right here, as this is their first ever appearance in the Afcon knockout stages. Their status as history makers was secured with just a single win in the group stage, coming against Gabon on match day 2. Although optimism was soon dashed with a defeat against Cameroon, that was on Wednesday. That Gabon victory is the only win Mozambique have ever managed at an Afcon finals, drawing 4, losing 13. So history started firmly against them right here, as is a more recent history, as Mozambique have lost 4 of their last 6 games overall, winning 1, drawing 1. And of course, with that being said, I warmly welcome you to the ultimate football experience right on your champions of Dal Eagles 7 Sports Radio 103.7 FM. Round of 16 encounter between Super Eagles of Nigeria versus the Mambas of Mozambique. It's either you go hard or you go home. I shall be your lead commentator, Donald Senna, aka Donaldo, the big game player. Definitely other nations have booked their spots into the round 8 at the 35th edition of the Africa Cup of Nations. Yes, earlier today, we saw the Pharaohs of Egypt being victorious over the Cheetahs of the Republic, 3-1. On Saturday, Senegal they beat Sudan 3-1, one for Mali, and Tunisia won all drafted penalties, so Mali progressed. A look at the Gladiators are doing battle for Super Eagles of Nigeria. In between the sticks, Stanley Wambali Bobo, just number 23 man, Bright Asayi Samuel, just number 2, Shemilo Gwajai, just number 6, Calvin Bassi, just number 21, Bruno Nyemechi, just number 13, Frank Ogochukwu, the Tank Onyeka, just number 8, so Wilfred Onyendede, just number 4, Alexander Iwobi, just number 17, Ademola Lukman, just number 7, Victor James Osimhen, just number 9, Jerome Akko Adams, just number 22, and for the Mambas of Mozambique, in between the sticks, Hernan, just number 1, the defenders, Bruno Langa, just number 5, Ronaldo Mandava, just number 15, Edson Mexar, just number 17, Diogo Kalila, just number 23, just in front of them, Alphonse Amade, just number 16, Ricardo Guimarães, just number 21, Witines Quembo, just number 19, Dominguez, just number 7, Jenny Katamo, just number 10, and not forgetting Faisal Bangal, just number 9. On the substitutes bench for the Eagles, we've got Francis Odinaka Uzoho, Amas Obasioge, Zedu Sanusi, Ogbu Igo, Fisaya Delebashiro, Samuel Chukwueze, Moses Simon, Rafael Onyedika, Paul Onuachu, Chidozia Wazim, Chidera Ejuke, Ebenezer Kinsomido Tsochukwu Nade, Mohammed Usman, and not forgetting Salim Fago Lawal. And for the Mozambicans, Kimis Zavala, Ivan Urabal, Nanani, Nene, Fernando Chamboko, Manuel Kambala, Edmilson Gabriel Dove, Joabonde, Stanley Ratifo, Oscar Gildo, Vilanculos, Keynes Abdallah, Mwelku Melito, not forgetting Chamito. Definitely we are already underway right there at the first stadium in Morocco. Make that a 1 minute of football being played. Super Eagles of Nigeria nil, the Mambas of Mozambique nil. Super Eagles of Nigeria playing from left to right, and for Mozambique playing from right to left. Where for the Super Eagles definitely donning their traditional home colors, a green shirt, green short, and of course a green socks as well. And for the Mozambicans, white shirt, white shorts, and white socks as well. And for the man with the whistle, indeed a Cameroonian referee will take charge of this game. Talking about Abdul Abdel Mefire. For the gaffer for Super Eagles of Nigeria, Eric Sekushel. And while for the Mozambicans, Francisco Quiriel Konde Jr., simply known as Chikunyo Kunde. Absolutely. The Super Eagles of Nigeria rattles the back of the net, but then again, the AR raises his flag for offside. Man raises his flag for offside. Victor James Osimhen pounced on that one right there. That was a pass from Alexander Iwobi. It was the pass of Ademola Lukman. Found Frank Onyeka inside the penalty box. It was a cutting by Frank Onyeka. Victor James Osimhen inside the 6-yard box just had an easy tap into the back of the net. But referee will definitely signal that one for offside. Once again, Victor James Osimhen has been so unlucky at the 35th edition of the Africa Cup of Nations. Make this one is a third goal ruled out for offside. A man has got just one goal so far, so good in this competition. It came in the second game against the Carthage Eagles of Tunisia. Man, be looking at just increasing his tally. A former African Footballer of the Year, Victor James Osimhen, and now ball in the hands of the Mozambicans. Now they lose ball possession to Super Eagles of Nigeria. Ademola Lukman with a long pass was the part of Victor James Osimhen. Yeah, Osimhen, and now bumping forward from the right hand side. Victor James Osimhen. Wow, a man definitely had an awkward touch to that one. Just rolled out of play. It will be a goal kick too. The Mambas of Mozambique. Absolutely so energetic, so animalistic, so bullish going forward. Victor James Osimhen, one of the most difficult attackers to mark in world football. And for the defender right there, Ronaldo Mandava, a man had a tough time just closing down Victor James Osimhen. It's a drizzling or showering right there at the first stadium in Morocco. Definitely showers of blessings. And now ball in the hands of the Mozambicans, just in their own half, looking to build something neatly from the back. Goes all the way to the right hand side. Diogo Kalila finds his teammate in Alphonse Amade, and now goes all the way back to the central defender. Still in their own half, and now to Bruno Langa. Bruno Langa from the left hand side. What will he do? and now finds a man not far from the halfway line and now moves into the half of the Super Eagles of Nigeria. A man is brought down by Frank Onyeka. A referee blows his whistle. Well, quite interesting for the referee. Definitely, we'll be looking at getting so involved in this encounter. A whole lot of talks of questionable officiating at the Africa Cup of Nations, so far so good. Yes, for Abdel Mefire, born on the 2nd of August 1996, 29 years old. Definitely my birthday mate right here, 2nd of August. Mefire, a man officiated the group stage game between Mali and of course Morocco earlier. A man is being assisted by his compatriot Elvis Guy Ngwegwe, assistant referee 1, and Karin Fomo, that's the assistant referee 2. While Gabon's Tangai Mebiane is serving as the 4th official in the VAR room. Haytham Guirat is serving as the head and will be assisted by compatriots Khalil Hassani and Libya's Abdurazak Ahmed. While Lydia Abebe from Ethiopia is the referee assessor. Well, for the referee, to interest you to know that the man is just 29 years old. Yes, Mefire is the youngest referee at this 35th edition of the Afcon in Morocco. He already held this title during the previous CHAN 2024 tournament, co-hosted by Kenya, Tanzania, and Uganda, where he officiated the final played at the Moi International Sports Center in Nairobi, Kenya. The man is definitely considered one of the most promising African referees of his generation. He distinguished himself on the continental stage by officiating several major competitions. During the African Nations Championship held in Kenya, he was appointed to 4 matches, including the decisive game won by Morocco against Madagascar 3-2. A few months earlier, he had already been selected to referee the final of the Under-20 Africa Cup of Nations, also won by the Moroccan national team in May. His international career continued with 3 appearances at the FIFA Under-17 World Cup held in November 2025. And on the 26th of December 2025, during the Morocco-Mali match, he became the youngest central referee of the 2025 Africa Cup of Nations. The referee here, 29 years of age, Abdel Mefire. And now Super Eagles of Nigeria definitely getting closer ever than ever. What a fantastic strike coming from Alexander Iwobi, the man of Fulham. Looking for the bottom right corner, well parried by the goalkeeper of Mozambique, Hernan. Definitely to be the first corner of this encounter to the Super Eagles of Nigeria, to be taken from the left-hand side. A man definitely standing over this one. Will it be an in-swinger or an out-swinger? All men inside the penalty box. Ademola Lookman. It's indeed an in-swinger. Not to be met by any player of the Super Eagles of Nigeria. Will just roll out of play. And it will be a goal kick to the Mozambicans. 6 minutes on the clock right there. Super Eagles of Nigeria nil. Mozambique nil. Once again, a replay of that goal being scored by Victor James Osimhen. It was a neat cut in by Frank Onyeka into the 6-yard box. Found and unmarked Victor James Osimhen. Indeed, it was the right call by the AR, who raised his flag, and the center referee, the Cameroonian, also agrees with his fellow official. Now, ball in the hands of the Mozambicans. A man whips in a pass into the half of the Super Eagles of Nigeria. Finally, that man had the last touch. It's be a throw into the Super Eagles. Camera pans on the gaffer of Mozambique. Chekwinyo Konde. A man is a Mozambican former footballer who played as a striker. Currently the manager of the Mambas. It will be a throw into Super Eagles of Nigeria to be taken from the left-hand side by Bruno Onyemechi. Just to Kevin Bassey. Back to Onyemechi. Onyemechi still in the half of the Super Eagles of Nigeria. Kicks that one out towards the path of Jerome Akko Adams, not to be met by Akko Adams, and now to Victor James Osimhen. Rather, Ademola Lookman inside the center circle, and now bumping forward. Ademola Lookman, 2 goals, 2 assists in this competition. So far, so good. Oh wow, looking for a pass to Victor James Osimhen when intercepted by the defender of Mozambique. And now Mozambique can now do well by just attacking. Now in the half of the Super Eagles of Nigeria from the left-hand side, absolutely. And now ball with the Mozambicans, still with Mozambique. And now they quell the tempest. And now with Bruno Langa. Bruno Langa finds a teammate. Now they go all the way back. Now finds Ricardo Guimarães. Still with Guimarães. Guimarães goes all the way back to the goalkeeper, Hernan. Just one man inside his penalty box. Still dilly-dallying. Still looking for the right man, yes. Goes all the way to his right-hand side, Diego Kalila. Kalila just kicks that one out of play, looking to find Jenny Katamo. Katamo, definitely a man not new to scoring against the Super Eagles of Nigeria. The last time both nations met right there in Portugal, That was in 2010. Super Eagles of Nigeria with victorious 3 goals to 2 in that encounter. Jenny Katamo got a brace in that encounter. And not forgetting Faisal Bangal. They know what it means to put 23 back of the net against the Super Eagles of Nigeria. Although that one was a friendly game, this one is indeed competitive. Jerome Akko Adams loses the ball. A referee blows for something, definitely in favor of the Super Eagles of Nigeria. Just number 16 man Alphonse Amadi of Mozambique complaining about something. The referee, we have none of those. That was indeed a foul on Jerome Akko Adams, the Sevilla player. The Mozambican just handled the ball with his hands. Hence, a free kick to Super Eagles of Nigeria. Ademola Lookman standing by this one from the left-hand side. Definitely will be a delivery into the penalty box, rather. Bruno Yemechi. Yeah, Bruno and Ademola Lookman, both on dreads, standing by this one. Definitely one man will be the decoy. It's Ademola Lookman who whipped him by Bruno Yemechi, headed away by the defender of Mozambique. That was Diogo Kalila. Make that the second corner of this encounter to Super Eagles of Nigeria. Showering right there. And camera zooms in on Eric Sekushel, the Franco-Malian gaffer, born on the 11th of November 1977. The man is a football manager and former player who played for the Malian national team and currently serves as the head coach of the Nigerian national football team and mainly played as a centre-back. Man was born in Ivory Coast. Another corner to Super Eagles of Nigeria, rather. Yes, from the right-hand side. An outswinger by Ademola Lookman, headed by Shemilogo Ajayi. Wow, that was a goal line clearance by the defender of Mozambique. Shemilogo Ajayi, the man who got the first goal for the Super Eagles of Nigeria at this ongoing Afcon. That was against the Taifa Stars of Tanzania. A beautiful defensive job indoor right there by Bryce Osayi Samuel. Indeed, a bright defensive job against Jenny Katamo. Once again, that's a fantastic header. Wow, goal line clearance by Bruno Langa. The goalkeeper had no idea the ball was going to the back of the net. And for Bruno Langa, just standing in front of the goalkeeper, he will take the throw, take it quickly. Now drops it back to Bruno Langa. Just my 5-man, finds his attacker. Now they lose ball possession. Yeah, Frank Onyeka, he's brought down. The referee says what? A foul. It will be a free kick to Super Eagles of Nigeria. Just close to the sidelines. Well, for the manager of Mozambique, he felt that was indeed a cheap foul. He felt that was indeed a neat challenge, yes. Looking at that one with benefits of replay for Bruno Langa, he actually went for the ball. Now play resumes. Bruno Yemechi from the left-hand side. And now finds Kevin Bassi of Fulham. And now back to Frank Onyeka. Onyeka Brentford. In the half of Super Eagles of Nigeria, goes back to Shemilogo Ajayi. And now to Kevin Bassi. Kevin Bassi not far from the center circle, back to Ajayi. Ajayi now to Frank Onyeka, 6-8. Now Onyeka inside the half of the Mozambicans finds Osayi Samuel. From the right-hand side, the ball rolls out of play to be a throw into Super Eagles of Nigeria. 11 minutes on the clock. Well, for Super Eagles of Nigeria, they got a maximum 9 points in the group stage of the Total Energies Africa Cup of Nations. And recall, they kickstarted a campaign against the Taifa Stars of Tanzania, 2-1. Then their second game was against the Carthage Eagles of Tunisia. They beat Tunisia 3-2. Their last game was against the Cranes of Uganda. They were victorious 3-1. While for the Mozambicans, they kickstarted their campaign against the defending champions, the Elephants of Ivory Coast or Cote d'Ivoire. They lost that game 1-0. In their second game against the Panthers of Gabon, they came back from 2 goals down to beat the Panthers 3-2. Their last game, they lost to the indomitable Lions of Cameroon 2-1. They'll be looking at getting a meaningful result against the Super Eagles of Nigeria. Super Eagles of Nigeria have scored twice as many goals as the Mozambicans. Ademola Lookman! Oh, what a strike! A block by the defender. And now Victor James Osimhen. Oh, what was that from Osimhen? Or was he going for a goal by himself or wanted to just get that pass to Akko Adams? Definitely Super Eagles of Nigeria piling all of the pressure on the Mozambicans. Make that yet another corner. Super Eagles of Nigeria have scored 8 goals at this tournament so far. While for the Mozambicans, they've been able to score 4 goals. Another corner to Super Eagles of Nigeria from the left-hand side. Ademola Lookman standing by this one. All men inside the penalty box. Victor James Osimhen, Ndidi, Kevin Bassi, Onyeka whipping, headed out by the defender of Mozambique. They cleared their line, but still deep in their own half. All men behind the ball, including the striker Faisal Bangal. They know that a toe-to-toe, a pound for pound, they cannot lace the boots of the Super Eagles of Nigeria. It will be a throw into Super Eagles of Nigeria to be taken by Frank Ogochukwu Onyeka. Just my 8th man. It will be a long throw. Frank Onyeka cleaning the ball with a towel. It tells you that it will be a long throw coming from Frank Onyeka. Man throws it long into the penalty box, headed by Shemilogo Ajayi. A referee blows his whistle. Foul throw by Frank Onyeka. Should be doing better as a professional footballer. I recall man also committed a similar foul. That was against the Carthage Eagles of Tunisia. And now it will be advantage to the Mozambicans. Yes, they will now take the throw. Bruno Langa, that's how to take a throw. Yes, a throw in. Bruno Langa just teaching Onyeka how to make a professional throw and a proper throw in the Afcon. Onyeka brings down his teacher, Bruno Langa. It will be a free kick deep in the half of the Mozambicans. Make that a quarter of an hour already right there at the first stadium in Morocco. Raymond Akparere, what do you make of this game so far? So good. Attacks at 10 to Nigeria, 8 to Mozambique. Super Eagles of Nigeria definitely have been on the front of foot.
Well, it has been a very interesting game. It's about waiting for goal or the first goal of the Super Eagles. Definitely Eagles are in charge, but the difference is that they've not been able to get a goal yet. But I love the dominance. When football is about goals, when you don't get goals, it's as if nothing has happened. So definitely we want these Eagles to get a goal and not be under any form of pressure. If the Mozambicans are the first to get a goal, the pressure is bound to be on Nigeria. But Donald, let me tell you about referee Ndife, the Cameroonian referee.
The youngest
referee at the Nations Cup, as you mentioned. Are you there?
Yes, I'm there.
The referee is clearly the youngest player from Douala in Cameroon. He's well respected. Most Cameroonians see him as the best referee after former FIFA badge referee called Yuba Paul Allen. Yuba Paul Allen has been Cameroon's best referee in history. But they see this young guy as a guy who can clean or erase or surpass efforts of Yuba Paul Allen. Is well respected, as you mentioned earlier, and I'm not surprised that he's in charge of this game between Nigeria and, of course, Mozambique. A referee that has a lot of officials ahead of him. But as I said, let's hope the Super Eagles will give us an early win so we don't face that pressure, the kind of pressure that Egypt or even South Africa and, of course, other teams have made. Eagles still advantage or still favored, but the goals must come early, Donald.
Yeah, most definitely the goals must come early. Like we often say, goals are the currency of the game. And still talking about the referee, the Cameroonian, let me also tell you on a lighter note, it's also my birthday mate, born on the 2nd of August, right there. Quite interesting. Well, what do you make of officiating at the Afcon? So far, so good. Especially that game involving Morocco and Tanzania.
Sadly, that was not. I didn't get that, Donald. But definitely, we're enjoying the game and we're expecting at least an big goal from the Eagles.
All right, absolutely. We shall get back to Raymond Akparere. Still your champions at Dal Eagles 7 Sports Radio 103.7 FM. It's about the live coverage of the game involving Super Eagles of Nigeria versus the Mambas of Mozambique. Well, Nigeria have dominated this head-to-head, winning 4, drawing 1. Although only one of those 4 victories came by more than a 1-goal margin. So Mozambique too at least tended to be competitive in this fixture. This will be the second meeting between the teams at the Africa Cup of Nations. Their previous Afcon encounter came in the final group game of the 2010 tournament, when Nigeria ran out of 3 goals to new winners. Peter Osazio then Wingate scored twice, finding the back of the net in the 45th and 47th minutes. While Obafemi Akinwumi Martins Oba goal added the 3rd goal in the 86th minute. Overall, The sides have met 5 times in all competitions. Nigeria remain undefeated with 4 wins and 1 draw. Recall they also met in the second round of the qualifying for the 2010 FIFA World Cup, which doubled as Afcon qualifiers. The first leg in Maputo on the 29th of March 2009 ended goalless. Nigeria won the return leg 1-0 on the 11th of October 2009 with Victor Obinan-Sofo scoring the only goal in second half stoppage time. Nigeria qualified for the 2010 FIFA World Cup, while both teams also reached the 2010 Afcon finals. Their most recent meeting was a friendly international played on the 16th of October 2023 in the Portuguese city of Albufeira. Nigeria won that encounter 3-2 with goals from Terem Murphy, Frank Onyeka and Moses Simon, Jenny Katamo and Faisal scored for Mozambique. And of course, they are all in action today, except for Terem Murphy and Moses Simon, who is on the bench for Super Eagles of Nigeria. And now Eagles attacking, absolutely. A cross into the penalty box. Jerome Akwados, Ademola Lookman! Super Eagles of Nigeria right to the back of the net. Beautiful teamwork. Beautiful team display coming from the Super Eagles of Nigeria. That was a defense, a splitting pass coming from the Fulham man. That was like hot knife going through butter. Alex Iwobi into the path of Jerome Akko Adams inside the penalty box from the left-hand side. It was a cutting. And the former African Footballer of the Year, Ademola Lookman, who will not miss inside the penalty box. Just so close to the center spot where you take the penalty from 12 yards. A man finds the back of the net. Make that the 3rd goal for Ademola Lookman at this ongoing Africa Cup of Nations. Man has now got 5 goal contributions, 3 goals and 2 assists. The man who plays for the Jewis Stadium Giants, Atalanta, right then Bergamo. Make that a Super Eagles of Nigeria 1, Mozambique 0. 20 minutes on the clock right there. Super Eagles of Nigeria starting like a house on fire. Raymond Akbarere. The goal has definitely come for Super Eagles of Nigeria. The scoreboard has been altered. Nigeria 1, Mozambique 0. Ademola Lookman.
Nigeria has to continue playing a little bit.
Yeah, can you hear me, Raymond?
Good one, studio.
Yes, can you hear me?
Hello.
Yes, can you hear me, Raymond? Super Eagles of Nigeria 1, Mozambique 0.
Beautiful goal coming from the Nigerian attacker, African footballer of the year, Ademola Lookman. In fact, I love his calmness these days. He's hardly in a hurry. He's hardly under pressure. Remember the problems he had before the season began at Italy. But of course, he has overcome all that, and now the highest goal scorer as far as the Super Eagles is concerned. And he's hardly in a hurry over it all. He takes his time, play with his colleagues, and of course, just a good, he buried this one. You know, I was talking about the absence of goals so far. Now, what we need is goals. And now that the guys from Maputo have considered 1 goal, I want to believe that the goal pressure will be more on them because they have to struggle to equalize. They have to avoid the goals coming from these goal-hungry Nigerian attackers. But of course, I know the Eagles, you trust them. When they know that you're afraid of them, when they know that you're under pressure, they are bound to fight the pressure. I can't be sure they'll get another goal before the end of the first half. I'm very certain of this, guy.
It will be a throw into the Mozambicans deep in their own half. Well taken by the defender Bruno Langa. The player is brought down. It will be a free kick to the Mozambicans, fouled by Shemilo Gwajayi. So far, so good. The Cameroon referee Abdel Mefire yet to dish out a yellow or even a red card in this encounter. Hopefully, this game is as clean as a whistle. The last time we had a game as almost as clean as a whistle involving Super Eagles of Nigeria, this ongoing Afcon was a match day 1 against the Taifa Stars of Tanzania. Just 1 yellow card was dished out in that encounter. Unfortunately, or coincidentally, it went to Ademola Lookman. Now, Mozambique inside the penalty box, where man was brought down, Faisal Bangal. It was a knitted tackle or challenge by the defender. It was almost like a defensive splitting pass. Went in between 2 defenders right there. Shemilo Gwajayi was at the right place at the right time. Just to block down one from going past the goalkeeper of Super Eagles of Nigeria, Stanley Wambali Baba, who plays for Chippa United right in South Africa. Referee already signaled for offside. A free kick to the Super Eagles And the ball is kicked away by Stanley Wambali Bobo. And now back to the Super Eagles. Bright. And now to Frank. And now Frank back to Bright. Osai Samuel goes all the way back to Shemilogo Ajayi. Centrally now to Kevin Bassi, his partner in defense. Kevin Bassi back to Ajayi. Ajayi now to the skipper of the team, Wilfred Onyendidi of Besiktas, right in Turkey. Still with Ndidi. Ndidi now to Kevin Bassi. And now Bassi to Iwobi, who provided the pre-assist. Wow, beautiful pass by Iwobi now to Lukman. Lukman whips in a cross. And into the back of the net. Yes, Victor James Osimhen taps that one into the back of the net. Man was so unmarked inside the 6-yard box. What a cross coming from Ademola Lukman. Another pre-assist by Alexander Iwobi. Super Eagles of Nigeria running riot right and first Morocco. You can see the gaffer celebrating. Daniel Oguma there goes to Eric Sekushel. Defense are bouncing their boisterous right and first Morocco. Super Eagles of Nigeria gets their 10th goal of this ongoing Afcon. Definitely not yet to joke. Victor James Osimhen gets his second goal of this ongoing Afcon. What a passer from Alexander Iwobi to find Ademola Lukman from the left-hand side. A beautiful square play by Lukman into the path of Victor James Osimhen. His marker was absolutely oblivious of how man just went to pass him. Bruno Langa is definitely in dreamland. Raymond, 2 goals to nil. 2 quick goals by the Eagles.
Well, not a surprise in any way. I think the goal rush has begun. I told you a moment ago that with the Eagles scoring 1 goal already, the pressure is bound to be more on the Mozambicans, and that's exactly what we are seeing. When you have Africa's deadliest attacker line playing against you, you can't be sure you have nothing to fear about. And perhaps the coach really understood what he was talking about when he said he needed 5 goals. For me, I said I needed 3, but it's 2 already. 1 by Lukman, another by Victor Osimhen, President African Footballer of the Year, of course, the past African Footballer of the Year. I think a goal feast is imminent here, but of course, as we say in football, it's never over until it is over. I love the combination, I love the spirit, and of course the fans here at the National Stadium in Lagos, and even nearby Teslim Balogun Stadium, and I'm sure it is so all over Nigeria. They truly love the Super Eagles, and they want to celebrate with more goals, Donald.
Yeah, most definitely. Looking at shots in this encounter, 6-2 Super Eagles, 0-2 Mozambique. Well, for Victor James Osimhen is edging ever closer to that record being set by Ademola Lukman. Make this his 33rd goal for the Super Eagles of Nigeria. Yes, looking for that record set by Rashidi Yekini rather. Just 4 more goals to equal the record set by Rashidi Yekini. How soon do you think Osimhen can actually equal that record set by Rashidi Yekini?
Hello, studio.
I did say that. How soon do you see Osimhen breaking that record set by Rashidi Yekini? This is his 33rd goal for Super Eagles of Nigeria.
Well, for Victor Osimhen, you never can stop counting his goals. He's blessed with goals. The goals can come anytime. You see, it's a never say die spirit. He's ever relentless when he's looking for goals, and that's exactly what is keeping him on. Apparently, Africa's most dreaded striker at the moment. He's not been discouraged by the fact that some of his goals were disallowed in earlier games. But I think he's going to get it right. This one he got today will possibly motivate him, and of course bring the best of him in this clash against the members of Mozambique. Game on, Donald.
Absolutely, game on for the Super Eagles of Nigeria. Right about now, the players down on the top being attended to by the medics, while the players of Super Eagles of Nigeria just use the momentum to rehydrate. Once again, a replay of that passer from Alexander Iwobi. Absolutely telepathic to find Ademola Lukman, who was so unmarked from the left-hand side. He whipped in a square play from the left with his right foot, and for Victor James Osimhen, he was so unmarked inside the 6-yard box. Man had an easy tapping into the back of the net, and that was how Super Eagles of Nigeria got their second goal of this encounter. Yes, from one former African Footballer of the Year to another former African Footballer of the Year. Super Eagles of Nigeria currently having fun right there in Fez, Morocco. for Super Eagles of Nigeria. They are participating in the direct knockout rounds for the 18th time. Recall that in 1976, the competition was played over 2 group stages. Nigeria progressed from the first to the second, including that tournament. They have passed beyond the group stages for a 19th time. This is their 16th successive appearance in the knockout round, having last failed to progress beyond the group stage far back in 1982. Now play resumes right there in Fez, Morocco. Now ball in the hands of the Super Eagles of Nigeria inside the center circle. Kevin Bassi. Bassi to Ajayi, back to Bassi. And now finds Alexi Wobi, who has been so unplayable in this encounter. Now to Bruno Yemechi from the left-hand side. Bruno now finds Jerome Akko Adams back to Kevin Bassi. In the half of Super Eagles of Nigeria. Now to Shemilogo Ajayi, not far from the center circle. Ajayi moving forward a bit. And now finds Alexi Wobi. Now in the half of the Mozambicans. Mozambicans are camped in their own half. Now to Ademola Lookman. Lookman now to Jerome Akko Adams. So whips in a cross. Victor James Osimhen and of course Langa fighting for that one inside the penalty box. Osimhen with a square play. Now to Bright. Not the brightest coming from Bright. Osimhen went into that challenge. Came out to was off. Still down on the top. Groaning in pain. Onyeka is brought down. The Asta referee raises his flag for a foul on Frank Onyeka. Make that half and half football being played right there in Fez, Morocco. A look at the statistics. A shot on target 3 to Super Eagles of Nigeria. A nil to Mozambique. Shot off target 1 to Nigeria. Nil to Mozambique. A block shot 3 to Super Eagles. Nil to Mozambique. Ball possession 64% to Nigeria. 36 to Mozambique. Corner kicks 3 to Nigeria. Nil to Mozambique. Offsides 1 apiece. Fouls 5-3. Throw-ins 8-3. Crosses 5-1. Counter-attacks 0-1. Goalkeeper saves 0-1. Goal kicks 1-3. Most important stats after 30 minutes of football being played right there in Fez, Morocco. Super Eagles of Nigeria 2, Mozambique nil. Ademola Lookman and Victor James Osimhen, both a former African Footballer of the Year, getting on the score sheet. It will be a free kick to Super Eagles of Nigeria from the right-hand side. Ademola Lookman standing by this one, not far from the sideway or from the sidelines. Ademola Lookman, definitely will be a delivery. Whips in a cross. That indeed was too long. Chased down by Kevin Bassi from the left-hand side. Kevin Bassi one-on-one with his marker. And now passes the ball to Bruno. Bruno goes all the way back to Alexi Wobi. Alexi Wobi now to the center circle. Shemilogo Ajayi, rather Frank Onyeka. Now back to Alexi Wobi. Alexi Wobi still dilly-dallying. Now finds Kevin Bassi, who has overlapped. Kevin Bassi whips in a cross, well blocked by the defender of Mozambique. And now to Victor James Osimhen into the penalty box. Shemilogo Ajayi now playing like a makeshift number 9. And now back to Bright Osai Samuel. Bright now to Ndidi. Ndidi goes all the way back to Frank. And now Frank to Alexi Wobi. Wow. A beautiful ball passes coming from Super Eagles of Nigeria. Now to Bright Osai Samuel from the right. Bright goes all the way back to Kevin Bassi. Bassi now back to his natural position. And now finds his fellow Fulham man in Alexi Wobi. Alexi Wobi with another true pass to Ademola Lookman. Wow, Lookman. And now to Jerome Akko Adams. Whips in across. Wow, well parried by the goalkeeper. What a strike run from Shemilogo Ajayi, rather Ndidi. Just from edge of the box. A record man already has a goal in this tournament. That was against the Carthage Eagles of Tunisia. All of the crosses coming from Jerome Akko Adams have been so deadly in this encounter. Would have been an easy tap into the path of Victor James Osimhen, if not for the fine intervention of Hernan, the goalkeeper of Mozambique. A man who has been beaten twice in this encounter to be a goal kick to Mozambique. Well, record for Super Eagles of Nigeria. They came through the group stages with 3 wins, defeating Tanzania 2-1. Tunisia 3-2, and Uganda 3-1. They won all 3 of their group games for the first time since 2021. A referee blows his whistle for a foul on Alphonse Amade. That was a foul by Onyendidi. He smiles. The youngest referee at this ongoing Afcon. Camera pounds on the gaffer of Mozambique. Chikunyo Konde. Well, most of his extensive professional career was spent in Portugal, mainly with the Vitória de Setúbal, also having a spell in the US in 1997. Over the course of 13 seasons, Chikunyo Konde has amassed Premier League totals of 309 games and 85 goals. Konde represented Mozambique in 3 Africa Cup of Nations. In 2005, he started working as a coach. Now a free kick to the Mozambicans in the half of Super Eagles of Nigeria. Well swung in. Headed, but we're not sure with the goalkeeper. Offside. The Aston referee raises his flag. Yes, for Faisal Bengal. Man was indeed offside right there. He got the last touch to the ball. That was a fine delivery. So dangerous into the penalty box of Super Eagles of Nigeria. But for Faisal Bengal, man was indeed offside. And now play resumes quickly. Passing out to Ajayi. Ajayi now to Iwobi. Iwobi have been so exciting, of course, entertaining and enterprising in this encounter. Iwobi, and now to Akko Adams. Adams goes all the way back to Basi. Now Basi to Ajayi. Ajayi to Ndidi in the center circle. Ndidi, the skipper of the team. And now to Alex. Alex in the center circle. Alex roaming. Looking for a player to just pass the ball to. Now goes to Ajayi to his central defender in Basi. And now Basi to Bruno from the left. Bruno cutting into the half spaces. And now back to Ndidi. Ndidi now goes all the way to Alex. Alex now finds Jerome Akko Adams looking for a 1-2. But well marked by the defender of Mozambique. Witness Kwembo. But not neatly though. Referee blows his whistle to be a foul. And a free kick to Super Eagles of Nigeria. Well recorded for the Mozambicans. They have been well motivated coming into this encounter. Their federal government also promised them 11.3 million naira if they were to defeat Super Eagles of Nigeria. If they were to defeat the Super Eagles of Nigeria and progress to the quarterfinals. But definitely this is looking like a hard nut to crack, a huge mountain to climb. A free kick taken by the Mala Lukman. Headed out by the Mozambican. Iwobi! The rebound fell to Alexander Iwobi just outside the penalty box. He was looking for the top right corner. Camera pounds on the president of the Nigerian Football Federation, Alhaji Ibrahim Musa Gusau. And of course, the former president as well, Amaju Melvin Pinnick. Dignitaries arrived at the first stadium in Morocco. The first stadium is a multi-purpose stadium within the first sports complex in Fez, Morocco. Passes completed 170 to Nigeria, 79 to Mozambique. This stadium is used mostly for football matches, and it also has athletics facilities. The stadium holds 45,000 fans and was built in 2003. Finally, the Cameroonian referee will brandish the yellow card. It goes to the skipper of the Super Eagles of Nigeria, with Onyendidi. That was indeed a reckless challenge on the Mozambican. A referee will call for the medics. A replay of that one. But before then, a reckless challenge by Bruno Langa on Brighton Said Samuel. Tackle from behind. The referee did not deem that one fit to be a yellow-carded offense. Now man is being treated by the medics. The Mozambique player is still down. Hopefully he's back on his feet. While for the Super Eagles of Nigeria players, they are talking to the referee, Onyeka, Ndidi, and Osimhen. Well, they are all within the same age bracket. That yellow card given to Ndidi is indeed questionable. I guess that was for kicking the ball after the referee had already blown his whistle. Perhaps you are just stumbling on your listening device. This is Eagle 7 Sports Radio 103.7 FM. It's the ultimate football experience and live commentary and analysis. With yours truly, Donald Senna, aka Donaldo, the big game player. Not doing this alone. I'm rolling alongside Mr. Flawless, Raymond Aparere. Right then, Surulere, Center of Excellence, Nigeria. Lagos. Such a fine player to watch, Alexander Iwobi. The man has been so joyous and so brilliant in this encounter. And now, Super Eagles of Nigeria with the ball. Onyeka, and now to Ndidi. In the half of the Mozambicans at a walking pace. And now finds Iwobi. Iwobi now to Kevin Bassi, a fellow Fulham player. And now to Shemilogo Ajayi. Ajayi now to Frank. Back to Ajayi. And now back to Bassi. Super Eagles of Nigeria now passing the ball with so much confidence, swagger, and of course, a panache. And now, a cross, a whip into the penalty box, headed away by the Mozambican. Yes, Victor James Osimhen just looking like a roaring lion, waiting to devour. It will be a throw into the Super Eagles of Nigeria. A man was unable to keep that one from going out of play. Talking about Witness Kwembo. Well, for the Gaffer, Chekwino Konde, just still standing, dishing out instructions from the touchline. A throw in taken quickly. Back to Super Eagles of Nigeria. Ajayi now to Bassi. And now to Frank Onyeka. Onyeka in the half of the Mozambicans. Iwobi. And now to Bright. Back to Raul Dademola. Onyeka. And now to Alex. Alex looking to find Jerome Akwada inside the penalty box. Victor James Osimhen. No! It will be a foul against Super Eagles of Nigeria. Against by Victor James Osimhen. 40 minutes on the clock. 5 minutes of regulation time. I can now go to the phone line. 0700 2255 1037. 0700 2255 1037. The other line 081 2782 8497. 081 2782 8497. The WhatsApp line for your calls and texts is 0706728 0732. Nigerians, make your voice heard on Global Radio. Super Eagles of Nigeria to Mozambique nil. Hello, good evening. Hello, good evening.
Hello, good evening.
What's the name and where are you calling from?
My name is Ola from Abeokuta.
Ola from Abeokuta. Welcome to the broadcast. What do you make of this game so far so good?
Nigeria is winning this match 4 goals to nil.
4 goals to nil. A clean sheet for the Super Eagles. All right, cool. Thank you very much, Ola from Abeokuta. Says Super Eagles of Nigeria winning by as much as 4 goals to nil. A recorder for Super Eagles of Nigeria. They're yet to keep a clean sheet at this ongoing Afcon. Do you see them keeping a clean sheet right here? Hello, good evening.
Hello, good evening.
Yeah, good evening.
Yeah, Baba from Liverpool from Papa.
Welcome.
Make Nigeria use the advantage, win as much as they can win today, so that by the ending of the day. Thank you very much.
Absolutely. Thank you very much. Man says he wants Super Eagles of Nigeria to win so that Nigerians can definitely smile at the end of the day. Yes, currently Super Eagles of Nigeria living sweeter taste in the mouth of Nigerians. Hello, good evening.
Hello, good evening, Big Game Player. This is President.
Yeah, welcome, Resident President.
Morocco is a ground where the 001 pressed the door. The 001 should get ready to press another door for the Super Eagles because it's coming home.
Yeah, thank you very much, Resident President. Man says it's coming home. Reminds me of the mantra of the Three Lands of England. The last time they said it's coming home, it went to Rome. Hello, good evening.
Hello, Donaldo. This is Alex calling back from Abeokuta.
Yeah, welcome, Alex.
Nigeria will keep the clean sheet like that, to keep to do the good job like that. The game not go ahead like that. Want to measure and to make the clean sheet like that. Second half, not going to be the game.
All right, cool. Thank you very much, Alex. Definitely, man agrees that in a game of football, there are definitely no two-core house. He wants Super Eagles of Nigeria not to soft pedal or take their feet off the gas in the second 45. We are still alive. Hello, good evening.
Tell your television and listen to radio.
Absolutely.
Yes, so my name is Soda Indi. I'm calling you from Abeokuta.
Yeah, welcome, Soda Indi.
Nigeria is winning 4-0.
Absolutely. Thank you very much. You can feel the energy and, of course, the vibration in Nigerians. Sounding so confident. Super Eagles of Nigeria to win 4 goals to nil, according to Soda Indi, right there in Abeokuta. 43 minutes on the clock right there. Now ball in the hands of the goalkeeper. inside the 6-yard box, living dangerously. Finds his teammates inside the penalty box. Now I find his caller. Hello, good evening.
Good evening, Bernardo.
Yeah, welcome to the broadcast.
This is Ariola calling.
Welcome, Ariola.
This game is so sweet. I need 3 more goals.
3 more goals.
Yes. 2 for Odile, 1 for Mademola.
All right, cool. Thank you very much. All right, about now, you won't blame Nigerians for becoming Oliver Twist with regards goals. They want more goals in this encounter. What a chance gone begging by Jerome Akko-Adams. He has been so lively and, of course, explosive in this encounter. Let's go back to the phone line. Hello, good evening.
Hello, Donato. Good evening.
Yeah, good evening. Welcome to the broadcast. What's the man we are calling from?
Blessed from me for.
Blessed, indeed, a blessed evening for Super Eagles of Nigeria. So far, so good.
So I wish them all the best. Donald.
Yeah.
I'm the one that's making me.
Wait, what did you say? I can't hear you clearly. What did you say?
There is no life.
Oh.
That's what I have to tell my Kelly about it.
Absolutely. Thank you very much for Blessed. She says, no light in our environment or in our locality right there. She has sold her TV and, of course, a bottle radio. Listening to the crispy sound, the euphonious, outstanding, excellent, and, of course, exceedingly great sound of Eagle 7 Sports Radio, 103.7 FM. When it comes to sports, so to the blind, we are the vision, to the deaf, we are the sound, to the hungry, we are the chef, and to the thirsty, we are the water. We are the vine of sports, others are the branches. We write the book of sports, others read from it. We lead, while others will follow. We give you a better, a bigger, a bolder, and, of course, a more brilliant reason to sell your TV and buy a radio. 3 minutes of additional time right there in first Morocco. Nigeria 2, Mozambique 0. Hello, good evening.
This is Sani calling from Wasimi.
Yeah, welcome, Sani.
Eagle all the way, 3-0.
Absolutely. Super Eagles all the way, 3-0 from Sani Ryan Wasimi. It will be a free kick to the Mozambicans in the half on the Super Eagles of Nigeria from the left-hand side. All men inside the penalty box for Super Eagles of Nigeria. Let's go back to the phone line. Hello, good evening.
Hello, good evening, big player.
Yeah, good evening, big sports fan.
This is President calling back.
Welcome back.
Morocco is a hunting ground for the Nigerians. The Super Falcons went unbeaten and it comes home. Now the Super Eagles are unbeaten and it's coming home. Thank you.
Absolutely. Thank you very much. Super Eagles of Nigeria now attacking Jerome Akko-Adams. One-on-one with his marker. What will he do? Wilson across to the penalty box. Ademola Lookman runs the goalkeeper. Still with Lookman. Still looking to dilly-dally. Yes, dancing. Wilson across the penalty box. Victor James Osimhen drops a chest pass to Jerome Akko-Adams. So we are blocked by the defender of Mozambique. Oh, wow. Oh, what a big time rush right there. It was a quick counter-attack by the Super Eagles of Nigeria. How on earth did they not score that one? Ademola Lookman dancing inside the penalty box. Found Victor James Osimhen, who dropped a chest pass to Jerome Akko-Adams. But was slow to react to that one. A player's down on the top. Frank Onyeka doesn't look good at all. Yes, and of course, a Mozambican is also down on the top. Already 47 minutes. Just a matter of time before the Cameroonian referee blows his whistle for halftime. And now the medics will come attend to Frank Onyeka. The Mozambican is back on his feet. That's Ricardo Guimaraes. Definitely, Chekwinyo Konde, not a happy man. So far, so good. The referee dishes out a yellow card to Onyeka. Make that the second player to be yellow carded for Super Eagles of Nigeria. First, it was the captain of the team, Wilfred Onyendidi. Right about now, Franklin Ogochukwu Onyeka has gone into the referee's bad books. For Frank Onyeka, he's got a player rating of 6.3. A man who plays for Brentford. Just a year younger than the referee who gave him a yellow card. Onyeka is 28, while the referee is 29 years old. For Onyeka, he has been able to just deliver 21 accurate passes out of 23. Make that 91%. Defensive contributions of 2 Man has had 33 touches in this encounter. 2 tackles made. 3 recoveries. He has been dribbled past twice in this game. He has won 4 ground duels out of 10. He has committed 3 fouls, and of course he has been fouled 2 times. And now he has been yellow carded. Play resumes. And now in the half of the Super Eagles of Nigeria. They reclaim the ball. Back to Osimhen. Osimhen loses it. Yesterday, Fat Lady Sings. Talk about the Cameroon referee, Abdel Mefire. A round of 16 of the game involving Super Eagles of Nigeria versus the Mambas of Mozambique. The first goal came in the 20th minute. Ademola Lookman assist provided by Jerome Akwa Adams. Then in the 25th minute, just 5 minutes later, Victor James Osimhen found the back of the net. Another assist by Jerome Akwa Adams. Yes, 2 assists by the Sevilla man. And of course, 2 goals have been scored by former African Footballer of the Year, Ademola Lookman and Victor James Osimhen. A Fat Lady Sings right there at the Fez Stadium in Fez, Morocco. Super Eagles of Nigeria 2, Mozambique 0. Okay, before I link up with Raymond Akparere right there in Surulere, quickly let's look at the statistics after halftime. Shots on target 3 to Nigeria, 0 to Mozambique. Shots off target 1 to Nigeria, 0 to Mozambique. Blocked shots 3 to Nigeria, 0 to Mozambique. Possession 64% to Nigeria, 36 to Mozambique. Corner kicks 3-0, offsides 1-1, fouls 5-4, throw-ins 8-3, crosses 5-1, counter attacks 0-1, goalkeeper saves 0-1, goal kicks 1-3. Most important start after halftime. Super Eagles of Nigeria 2, the Mambas of Mozambique 0. Raymond Akparere, what a half it was for Super Eagles of Nigeria. Your halftime thoughts, analysis and opinions. Yeah, can you hear me, Raymond Akparere?
Hello, studio.
Yes, can you hear me, Raymond Akparere? Over to you, your halftime thoughts.
Yeah, very, very interesting first half here in France and Morocco. And I must tell you that nobody's disappointed at all with the performance of the Super Eagles as far as this encounter is concerned. I want to tell you that the Eagles have lived up to expectations. And most of the fans here in Surulere and hopefully all over Nigeria are impressed with the standard exhibited by the Super Eagles of Nigeria in this encounter. Good combination, classic goals we have seen, or they could have been better. We're looking forward to the second half. A lot of expectations, a lot of hope, a lot of promise as far as this round of 16 encounter is concerned. I must tell you, I've enjoyed it, although the goals could have been more than what we have seen already, but definitely the Eagles are on top. The Mozambicans dare not attack for too long a time because they know that there could be danger if they do plenty of attack on the Eagles. Eagles are truly in charge, and I'm telling you that the fans in Fez must have also agreed to that the Eagles are surely the best team as far as this encounter is concerned. Not done yet because there's still 45 minutes to be played, and I don't want to expect too many goals, but definitely there's no doubting the fact that the Eagles are very, very superior to the Mozambicans in this encounter. Let me tell you something about this venue. In the Fez. Fez has been a good hunting ground for Nigerian teams. I must tell you too, though, that I met a former team manager of the Super Eagles today, just before this game. I'm talking of retired General Greg Adebiyi, who told me that no Nigerian team has lost a game in Fez, in the city of Fez. He recalled that he watched our great legend, Chief Segun Odegbami, play his best game in the city of Fez. Not this stadium anyway, because Shooting Star Sports Club, complete with Segun Odegbami, and of course the late Rashidi Yekini, came to this venue some years ago. I talk about the 1984 Afcon Cup of Champions competition, and as far as it's concerned, the Odegbami knew over the years, played his best football in the city of Fez, and so he predicted that the Eagles will also come up shining for this encounter. 2-0 already, and of course, that is an indication that we are hoping to get a good result, good outing as far as the Nations Cup is concerned, as we wait for either the team from Algeria, Congo Democratic Republic. But the business has been completed in the next couple of minutes, the next 45 minutes.
Yeah, most definitely, Raymond. Just hang on as we now talk to the callers and, of course, a few the pause. Yeah, hello, good evening.
Hello.
Yeah, loud and clear.
Yeah, this is Folari Gola calling you from Mishagawili.
Yeah, welcome, Folari.
Yeah, well done, MGP.
It's actually BGP.
Well
BGP.
PGP, sorry. PGP. I don't want to sleep on it. You understand? I was overexcited. You understand? I just want to use this medium again to make a kind of campaign the way I thought. You understand? That all repentant patriotic Nigerians that believe that Super Eagles, they are showcased, that is, they can cause, a kind of damage or injury to someone's baby health or injury. You understand? But at the moment, I want them to forget about the past. This Mozambican that you're seeing, ever since we played about 5 games, they have not been us for one time. You understand? And as a matter of fact, they are enjoying the moment that they are playing the senior, ones, that is, they are playing a kind of African player, African team that has the pedigree of African heritage and the paparazzi in African football. You understand? As a matter of fact, Super Eagles has engaged their game the way it comes, and they improve the way they are coming out. Look at the Wobi, look at Afcon, look at Lukman, look at Bruno. Even in DD, we want to have a taste again in this Nations Cup, another second goal out of his staff. He has gotten the kind of the top tap and just a goal in this tournament. And as a captain, he wants more. He accepted it and he wants more. So as a matter of fact, I think Mozambique still are waiting some goals to come in there. You understand? As a matter of fact, if there is substitution, you will see another side of Super Eagles. By this time tomorrow morning, you understand? By tomorrow morning, some repentance will come into Super Eagles terrain again. Super Eagles for life. We are going to that final. Thank you very much.
Absolutely. Thank you very much for Larry Bolao, all the way from Ishagarile. A man says a Super Eagles of Nigeria for life, all the way to the final. Hello, good evening.
Donado, turn your TV and buy a radio.
Absolutely. Booyaka, booyaka, booyaka. Yeah, welcome, Lord J.
Yeah, live from the Bamboo Garden. I think I'm very proud to be in Nigeria tonight. Having watched the match from the gigantic screen from the Bamboo Garden. I know people are missing for not watching the match from.
Oops, I'm so sorry about that. I guess that was indeed the network. Do well to call us back. Lord J, from the Eagle 7 Bamboo Garden. Like you rightly said, you are definitely missing if you ain't right there at the Eagle 7 Bamboo Garden, watching again with the like minds, or watching again with the fellow Nigerians on a gigantic screen, while enjoying your coldest favorite green bottle. Let's go back to the phone line. Hello, good evening.
Hello, good evening, JP.
This is a Donald Senna, aka Donaldo, the big game player.
Sorry about that, man. DGP, this is what I call it.
Welcome.
Thank you very much. God bless you for the good you're doing. Whatever commentary, whatever analysis, relations, appetite, I mean, complex around me. So far so good. So far God be doing a fabulous job, good job. For your business, they want to look back to the thing. Every member of the team, but it's so fantastic so far, and a good delivery so far. I think for me, if I did I made a mistake, I called a yellow card. I think I should know better as a better player. Not to kick away from football. While I also already give an order. So I think the discipline is not encouraging in football. It's not work to any football activity. So they should know better as a captain. But in the yellow card, I mean, I said will affect him, as the time will progress. So I don't get it. Why we are dominating the game, winning the game, by 2 goals, and we are not calling yellow card. Doesn't go away for me. Man. I think there's why it's better. All the best is why God bless Nigeria. God bless God bless Eagle 7 Radio. Thank you very much. God bless you.
Yeah, thank you. God bless you, the first man, Honorable Adam. Well, most definitely, big tournaments are all about your best players are turning up and playing somewhere close to their best. That is what a number of the Super Eagles of Nigerian players have done at this year's Afcon so far. Honorable mention, Ademola Lookman, a lovely finish in that first half. Brought his 3rd goal of the tournament to go with the 2 assists he got against Uganda. Lookman has now been directly involved in more Afcon 25 goals, so 5 than anyone else. Hello, good evening.
Hello, good evening, big game player.
Yeah, good evening, big sport fan.
Big good evening to Mr. Flores, watching from Surulere. You need to be in ABK today and see the glory of the Super Eagles shining the city of ABK. As you speak right now, Super Eagles, go, your sins have been forgiven. All the sins you committed during the World Cup qualifier are forgiven. Go bring the trophy home. The trophy is coming home. Morocco is our hunting ground, and there is no stopping the Eagle. Since nobody can stop the Falcon, there is no stopping the Eagles. You find hard. Your president is waiting. He's going to press you some dough. You know how we do it in Nigerian way. Super Eagle, bring the cup home. Good evening and happy watching to Mr. Flores. Thank you.
Absolutely. Thank you very much. Resident President, go to the WhatsApp portal. This one says, up Nigeria. 2 yellow cards. Donaldo. Good work from your end. Getting better each match. Coming from Reverend Zachariah. Right and see me. Another message I read. Good evening, guys. You are doing a great and a wonderful job over there. I'm listening to your commentary and I am watching it from my phone. Abe from Abeokuta in Ogun State. Abiola Way. Up Super Eagles. Let's go, Nigeria. I am flying right now. Abe from Abeokuta. Let's go, Super Eagles of Nigeria. Yes, still your champions, Dal Eagles 7 Sports Radio 103.7 FM. Time check right about now, 4 minutes. Gone past the hour of 9. Still the 5th day in the month of January 2026. This is the voice of yours truly, Donald Senna, aka Donaldo, the big game player. Let's go pay some bills. And when I come back, it will be all about everything second 45. Don't even move for muscle.
Tune in to Eagle 7 Sports Radio. Front Page Sports Show. Every weekday from 7 a.m. to noon. Your host, the big game player, bring you the latest sports news, analysis, and entertainment. Plus, don't miss our big interview segment where we chat with the biggest names in sports and beyond. Not just about sports, we are talking society, culture, and everything in between. So start your day off right with the Front Page Breakfast Sports Show. Tune in every weekday, 7 a.m. to noon on Eagle 7 Sports Radio, 103.7 FM. Tear off your coffee.
Take flights with Eagle 7 Sports Radio 103.7 FM, your ultimate sports destination. Experience the ultimate sports and entertainment radio station, Eagle 7 FM 103.7. We're not just a sports station, we're a movement. Stay on top of the game with live sports commentary and analysis, exclusive interviews with top outlets and sports personalities, in-depth coverage of local and international sports events. But that's not all. Music, entertainment, and lifestyle segments to keep you vibing. News, current events, and social issues discussions, unique shows and features that set us apart from the rest. Connect with us on X, Twitter at Eagle7FM 1037, YouTube at Eagle7FM, TikTok at Eagle7FM. Visit our website www.eagle7fm.com to stream live, catch up on your favorite shows, and stay updated on the latest sports news and trends. Join the Eagle7FM family. Follow us, share our content, and be a part of the conversation. Come fly with us.
The sidelines. Take the most boring hours of the day. Noon, Stressed at work? Nothing exciting happening. Just boring meetings. Studying? Driving? So much routine. Here comes the sidelines, where the fun never ends.
Butterflies in my belly.
The laughter never fades. The music never stops. And the banter is as real as it gets.
Let's be real now. This is Nigeria.
I mean, you said it yourself, right?
Because I said it does not mean you have to agree.
The Sidelines. Every weekday, 12 p.m. to 5 p.m. Your host and favorite radio buddy, Vicky Mani. Right here on Eagle 7 Sports Radio, 103.7 FM. We are champions fly.
Hello. I have a confession. I'm pregnant for my gates man, but I just found out he's dating my chef.
I just found out my colleague is coming our organization and he offered to give me a cut.
My cousin is a serial cheat.
I'm so confused and I need advice.
This is Unfiltered Confessions with Vicky Mani, your secret-keeping ally. A huddle where fans become family, shedding the weight and finding strength in the warmth of our community. Tune in every Wednesday at 7 p.m. on Eagle 7 Sports Radio 103.7 FM. Your trust, our bond, together unbreakable.
Shagway is really an artist these days. He's untouchable in that right flank. Shagway is still going, and it's in the net. It is in the net. Goal number 3. Incredible.
Eagle 7 Sports Radio. The best sports.
It's lights out and away we go. Sebastian Vettel gets a flyer ahead of Lewis Hamilton. He's out too. I don't think he's getting up. He's done the left hand. Come on, get up.
The best station. The best for you. Eagle 7 Sports Radio. Fly with us.
Yeah, welcome back for the second 45 of this pulsating encounter right there at the Fez Stadium in Fez, Morocco. Round of 16 clash between Super Eagles of Nigeria versus the Mambas of Mozambique. Still your champions are Dal, Eagle 7 Sports Radio 103.7 FM. It's the ultimate football experience with yours truly, Donald Senna, aka Donaldo, the big game player, your lead commentator. Already 46 minutes on the clock right there. And for both teams, they have switched roles of positions. And now for Super Eagles of Nigeria playing from right to left, while for the Mozambicans, they are playing from left to right. Yet to change their jerseys. For Super Eagles of Nigeria, the deep green shirt, shorts and socks, while for the Mozambicans, white shirt, white shorts and white socks as well. For Chikunyo Kunde, he has already made 2 substitutions. Diogo Kalila out. In friend Nanani has been introduced, and Elias Pelembe has also been taken out, while Manuel Tambala has been introduced. Yes, and make that double substitutions for Chikunyo Konde. That's the gaffer of the Mambas of Mozambique. Once again, the Gladiators are doing battle. Well, just before I was done with my opening server for second 45. Super Eagles of Nigeria definitely have not run to the back of the net. Yes, definitely Super Eagles of Nigeria running riots over the Mambas of Mozambique. They are now piling all of the misery on the Mambas. Victor James Osimhen gets the 3rd goal for Super Eagles of Nigeria. His 2nd of the night, and he's a 34th. Done in the green and white jersey of the Super Eagles of Nigeria. Replay of that one. Once again, Ademola Lookman with a beautiful step over into the penalty box. Just pulled in a cross, and for Victor James Osimhen, man had an easy tapping inside the penalty box. Yes, inside the 6-yard box. Once again, his marker was just unaware of him. I'm talking about Bruno Langa. That's the just number 5 man. That goal is indeed similar to the goal that Victor James Osimhen scored earlier, which was the second goal for Super Eagles of Nigeria. Barely 2 minutes coming to the second 45. A man has now done well by rattling the back of the net again. Super Eagles of Nigeria 3, Mozambique 0. Quickly, let me take you to Surulere and feel the pulse of Raymond Akparere. Raymond, what's a way to go for Super Eagles of Nigeria?
Definitely, they've done what we want to see them do. The Eagles are pouring in, and these are many of the fans all over Nigeria who want them to be doing. Amid pains of missing the World Cup ticket, some say it's not lost yet, but of course, they are giving us something to celebrate, something to share about as far as this Nations Cup is concerned. Victor Osimhen doing what he said known for doing best, and just good. He has got his second goal in this encounter. Remember, I said I needed 3 goals. Eric Sekuche said he needed 5 goals. But definitely we know as time goes on, why the Eagles will add more goals. But I can tell you too that the Eagles have been able to dominate. They are one of the highest goal scoring side. The team with the more potent attacking force, and we are just happy that they are not letting us down in any way, and assisting more goals coming. But for me, I love team play, I love chemistry, team good blending, team chemistry. Eagles should be able to let us know that they are ready for the challenge. Runners up last time out in Côte d'Ivoire. It will not be a bad thing if they emerge as champions at this time around. But let's get done with this evening's job against the members of Mozambique.
Absolutely. Yeah, maximum goal poacher. Attack. It's been a barrage of attack coming from the Super Eagles of Nigeria. They've been so flawless tonight. Welcome to the broadcast, MGP.
Thank you very much. Super Eagles never looked this good in my very, short years of covering the national team, Donald said. I have seen the Eagles played at the World Cup level. I have been there when they play at the Afcon level. I tell you, I have never seen Super Eagles play, any Super Eagles squad assembled by any coach play this good. I would say now, what a game it's turning out to be for the Super Eagles. Osimhen getting a brace alongside his strike partner, you want to say, in Lukman. It's been an unbelievable game, I tell you. Exciting game of football. Like you said, the attack have been coming in plenty for the Super Eagles, and they are not looking at stopping. I'm just looking at this team, and I'm wondering, how can these Super Eagles not qualify for the World Cup? It's so sad to see that all of these talents will be missing when the rest of the world converge in the United States of America, Canada, and of course Mexico. Donald said that I tell you that Mozambique have got no answer. They can make as many changes as they wish to, but these Super Eagles are way ahead of them in terms of quality, in terms of pedigree, dominance on the field of play, physicality. Everything you want to mention right now is going the way of the Super Eagles. And I dare say that there will be more goals as far as this game is concerned, because while the Mozambicans wait for the break, we have a solid backline that are up to the task. The likes of Calvin Bassey alongside Semi Ajayi, who are fast forming this chemistry that Nigeria really needs. Chemistry that we've seen in the years past in centre back for centre defense for Nigeria in the years past. So it's a wonderful game. Second half action, 3-0. Let's see if more goals will go in. But surely Nigeria have just sealed a place in the quarter. quarterfinal of the Afcon 2025.
Yeah, well said, Maximum Goal Poach. I love the fact that you spoke about chemistry. And now let's talk about the chemistry of the attackers. Victor James Osimhen, Ademola Lookman, Jerome Ako Adams, they've all been involved in all the goals tonight. Victor James Osimhen, a brace. Ademola Lookman, an assist and a goal. Jerome Ako Adams, a brace of assists as well. What do you make of this trio? So terrific and deadly.
I think the right word should be so terrible, because they have been killing these guys without remorse. That attack line, the chemistry, like you mentioned, it's even better than what we are seeing in the back line, because Ako has come into this. I remember the first game we did together. I told you what it brings to this team.
Yeah.
It makes it easy for Victor Osimhen to be that goal poacher and box the box, that player that we all know him to be. Whenever he's in that squad, you know, I was listening to Mathematical when you had him on. He talked about the reversing to the first team that we used in this Nations Cup, and I thought they still remain the best. Yes, while they might have conceded goals, but the team that played against that's our final group game.
Yeah, against Uganda
is good, but I think that was more like just giving some players opportunity to play. But this is the squad I know. Look at Frank Onyeka. He's been an enforcer. Look at Alex Iwobi. Is there a better player on the field of play than Alex Iwobi tonight? I doubt that.
Well, according to the player rating, the best player currently, Victor James Osimhen and Ademola Lookman, they've both got a player rating of 8.7, and for Jerome Ako Adams 8.2. For Alex Iwobi, he's got a player rating of 6.8. The player with the lowest rating for Spectacles of Nigeria is the goalkeeper, 6.0, yet to make a save in this encounter. Due to the fact that for the Mozambicans, they've been kept at bay in this encounter. Yes, Maximum Gobocha, we will connect you to you once again.
Absolutely.
And now a player is down on the top, being attended to by the medics. That's the goalkeeper of the Mambas of Mozambique, Hernan. A man plays for Black Bulls of Maputo. He is 27 years old. He has made just one save in this encounter. He has considered 13 accurate passes out of 18. 2 accurate long balls out of 6. That's a meager 33%. A man has made 2 recoveries, 21 touches. Hernan is back on his feet. It will be a free kick to Spectacles of Nigeria, just so close to the sidelines. Ademola Lookman and Bruno Nyemechi standing by this one. Ademola Lookman with the decoy. That was a pour from Bruno Nyemechi. Well cleared by the player of Mozambique. Well, truly Spectacles of Nigeria showing that indeed they are super, and they are soaring like the Eagles that they are in this encounter tonight. Nigeria's football team, they became the Super Eagles in the late 1980s and early 1990s, evolving from the then Green Eagles, a name adopted after independence to reflect increased power and excellence, with the official switch often cited after the 1994 Africa Cup of Nations. The Super Eagles of Nigeria, definitely, the nickname symbolizes the nation's win. It also symbolizes national pride, strength from the eagle on the coat of arms, and a higher level of performance. When you look at evolution of the nickname, it's interesting to know that pre-independence, Nigeria was known as the Red Devils. Before independence, the team wore red, and they were known as the Red Devils. Then from the Red Devils, they became the Green Eagles. That was post-independence. After independence, they adopted Green Eagles, referencing the green of the national flag and the eagle from Nigeria's coat of arms, a symbol of strength. Then they became the Super Eagles. That was in the late 80s and early 90s. The Super prefix was added to denote a new level of prowess and success, especially after strong performances in tournaments like the 1988 Afcon final, where fans acclaimed them as a super. Then the official adoption was in 1994. The name was solidified and officially embraced following their triumphant 1994 Afcon victory right there in Tunisia, marking a new era of strength and national pride on the world stage. So you might be wondering, why the Super Eagles? Well, it actually connotes strength and pride, enhanced identity. The Super elevated them from Green Eagles, reflecting an upsurge in the team's performances and identity. making them a symbol of Niger excellence. And currently tonight, it's been an excellent performance from the Super Eagles of Nigeria. Going to the WhatsApp portal, this one says, may God switch on when any legend in the industry writes you off. Like Lookman and Osimhen continue to prove them wrong. Baba Bassa wishing you best of luck. World Cup qualification is not over until FIFA speaks. Baba Bassa thinks so. Ademola Lookman inside penalty box. Wow! A big chance gone begging by Ademola Lookman. Nigeria still looking at piling all of the pressure on the Mambas of Mozambique. That was a pass from the right. Well swung into the penalty box. A strike by Bright Osai Samuel. Well parried by the goalkeeper, Jerome Akwa Adams, could not strike neatly the rebounds. He fell to the path of Ademola Lookman, who was looking to find the bottom left corner. But the ball just went wide. It will be a goal kick too. The Mambas of Mozambique. Ademola Lookman has got the numbers of the Mozambicans in this encounter. Super Eagles of Nigeria all over Mozambique like measles. And that to be a goal kick to the Mozambicans. But to be taken from their own half. The goalkeeper saddled with the responsibility. It's been a cakewalk or a stroll in the garden for Super Eagles of Nigeria. So far, so good. For the Mozambicans, well, they have reached the knockout stages for the first time at their 6th attempt. They failed to progress beyond the group stage in their first 5 Afcon appearances, or even appearances. They became the 33rd nation to reach the Afcon knockout rounds. Recall that they recorded their first ever Afcon finals victory by defeating Gabon in the group stage. This remains their only win in 18 Afcon matches, drawing 4, losing 13. They lost their final group game against Cameroon 2-1, despite scoring first. Having never previously lost an Afcon match when leading, winning 1 and drawing 1. They have never been involved in a goalless draw at Afcon. All 18 of their matches have produced goals. And right about now, they have swallowed 3 odd goals. Talk about the Mambas of Mozambique. And they are yet to keep a clean sheet at the Afcon, conceding in all 18 matches. For the Mambas, definitely they have been neutralized tonight by the Super Eagles of Nigeria. Well, for the Mambas, they've got a defending to do. Ademola Lookman inside the penalty box. Still Ademola Lookman dancing, twisting and turning. Still with the Lookman. Lookman, wow! Oh, what a stamina and strength and agility from Ademola Lookman. Finally, he bulges. A ball will now go into the hands of the Mozambicans. Patiently looking to build away from the back. Yes, a tiki-taka. And now to the man from the right-hand side, who was brought in the second half, Nanani. And now Super Eagles of Nigeria. Yes, Osimhen just left that one because he was indeed offside. Well, for the Mambas, they were nicknamed the Mambas because the Mamba is a highly venomous and fast snake indigenous to sub-Saharan Africa, including Mozambique. The nickname was chosen to reflect qualities such as speed and agility, fearlessness and aggression, and not forgetting national identity. But in this game, their venom has been neutralized. Jerome Akwa Adams, wow! What a strike by Adams! He felt the goalkeeper was already out of his line and wanted to test the goalkeeper from outside of the penalty box. Just went high and wide. It will be another substitution to the Mozambicans. Just number 19 man has seen enough witness Kwembo, while just number 25 man has now been introduced, Chamito. Well, despite the fearsome name Mambas, the team, it's interesting to know that they were once ironically nicknamed the Paracetamols by fans, as watching them play was said to cause headaches, requiring the common painkiller. And I'm sure that currently, right then Maputo, this game is definitely giving them headache. They will need paracetamol. That's why fans jokingly call them the paracetamol. Well, the player has now gone into the referee's bad books once again. Faisal Bangal. He was just pulling the shirt of Kevin Bassi, as if to say wanted to tear the shirt. And now, he becomes the first Mozambican to be yellow carded and the 3rd player overall just after Wilfred Ndidi and Frank Onyeka. However, for the Mambas, they have since improved their competitive stature and advanced to the knockout stage of a major African tournament for the first time in 2022 and right about now in 2025. But not a good game they are currently having against the Super Eagles of Nigeria. Going to the WhatsApp portal, this one says, thank God we have left Red Devil to Manchester United. Good thinking by Nigerian leaders back in the days. Not only Manchester United are known as Red Devils, we've also got the Belgian national team. They are also known as the Red Devil of Belgium. Quite interesting. 62 minutes on the clock. Super Eagles of Nigeria 3, Mozambique 0. Statistics right here. Shots on target 5 to Nigeria, and 0 to Mozambique. Shots off target 6-0. Block shots 3-2. Ball possession 59-41. Corner kicks 3-0. Offsides 1-2. Fouls 15-10. Throw-ins 13-6. Yellow cards 2-1. Crosses 9-1. Counter attacks 2-1. Goalkeeper saves 0-2. Goal kicks 3-6. This is still your champions dial. Eagles 7 Sports Radio 103.7 FM. It's the ultimate football experience. We are not looking good at all. Victor James Osimhen speaking aggressively to Ademola Lookman. This doesn't look good at all. And the referee, or rather the captain, comes to quell the tempest. Indeed, it doesn't look good at all. Camera focuses on Eric Sakushel screaming, Victor, signaling to the referee, or rather to the gaffer for him to be substituted. What's going on with Victor James Osimhen? Man is becoming temperamental. Was just speaking harshly to Ademola Lookman. A corner to Super Eagles of Nigeria from right hand side to be taken by Lookman. Yes, crossed in and outswinger headed by Victor. Well caught by the goalkeeper like a baby, Hernan, who has been beaten thrice in this encounter. We still need to get confirmation with regards to what happened between Victor James Osimhen and Ademola Lookman. Definitely, like it's been said, a house divided against itself cannot stand. The skipper needs to wade into this matter or just get to intervene as well. And now a cross by Nanani from right hand side into the penalty box, caught by the goalkeeper of Super Eagles of Nigeria, Stanley Wabali Bobo, who has not really had much to do in this encounter. The man has been more or less like a pedestrian. He has just been having a few days so far so good. Raymond Akparere, did you see that between the former African Footballer of the Year, Victor James Osimhen, and Ademola Lookman? What was that from Osimhen to Lookman?
Well, like you said, we have to confirm exactly what's going on, what went wrong there. But I want to believe it's not a personal issue. I want to believe it's not an head coaching, but the image is not a very, very attractive one. And I hope that was not a very good one. Eagles coming so close to getting the fourth goal there. The rampage will on, the pressure for goals will continue. And for Eagles to achieve this, they must play as a united force, a very, very united entity. So at least we can really, really get proud of this team. Definitely, 3 goals are good enough, but it can be better than another one be got. Eagles are getting so close to getting another goal, and you can't be sure they have the capacity to make it goal number 4 in this encounter. But talk about history. Talk about history. There's plenty of history as far as this Mozambican team is concerned. It will interest you to note that coach of the team, talking about Conde, was seen as Mozambique's best player for many years. He and Tico. Many people equate him with the legend talking about Eusebio. Remember Eusebio who played for Portugal?
Yeah, Eusebio.
Time of Pelé and all of that. And Eusebio came from this country. After his career, the new generation of stars came up like this Conde, who you rightly said was playing most of his football in Portugal and of course in Europe. After him, we had Tico. But today, all that have given way. We have new stars on the block, new kids on the block. Of course, they are being punished by the Super Eagles of Nigeria as far as this game is concerned. So I'm looking out for more goals, but I can tell you, Eagles are good. They are looking good, but they can be better, don't they?
Yeah, most definitely the Eagles can be better. Well, for the Mozambicans, they've made another substitution. Faisal Bengal has now been taken out. Well, Stanley Ratifo has now been introduced. Another corner to Specus of Nigeria, swung in by Ademola Lookman, headed by Shemilogo Ajayi to be a goal kick to the Mozambicans. Maximum goal poacher. You saw that
Yes,
between Osimhen and Lookman. What was that? It doesn't look good at all.
It doesn't. I mean, Victor Osimhen in recent times has been so paranoia. I don't know what really the problem is, but it's obvious that yes, maybe he wanted Lookman to release the ball on time, but there are other ways you can express that. He's fast becoming so emotionally unintelligent as a striker. Yes, there's too many, issues, off the ball issues. The other time you scored, nobody know what the problem is, but you kept pointing at your coach, what was it? And here we have it again. You're even calling for your own substitution. No player can be bigger than the team. That's the truth. So this substitution, if I were Seko Shell, I don't think I would even make any sub, because he needs to understand that this is a team. This is a collective effort. You might be the star boy, but it doesn't make you greater or bigger than the Super Eagles. So all of this altercation with your teammates is so unprofessional. I think he needs to be talked to. He needs to put that in check. First, he has to check himself and try to understand situation and how to handle or approach, issues like this. If I say I'm not disappointed, then I'm lying through my teeth. I am quite disappointed that this is coming from Nigeria's best player.
Well, Nigeria's best player has now been substituted, while Moses Daddy Angela Simon has now been introduced in this encounter. Make that the first substitution for Specus of Nigeria. Yes, camera pans on. The Prince of Monaco, Victor Nosai Peba, a former African Footballer of the Year himself. Now ball in the hands of the Mozambicans from right-hand side, Nanani. Justin Matuma, who was brought in the second 45. A referee definitely raises his flag for offside. Yes, a man was indeed caught offside right there. The player was also brought in the second half. Stanley Ratifo, who replaced Faisal Bengal. Well, for the defense of Specus of Nigeria, they've done well by just keeping the Mozambicans offside for majority of this game. When you look at the offsides in this encounter, it has been more to Mozambique than to Nigeria. Yes, so far so good. 2-2 Mozambique, just 1 to Nigeria. Now Super Eagles of Nigeria attacking inside the half of Mozambique from right hand side. Brat Osai Samuel. Brat now goes all the way to his keeper in Ndidi. Ndidi with an up through pass to Frank Onyeka. Onyeka from the right. And now back to Bright. Bright to Ndidi. Ndidi whips in across into the penalty box. That was indeed wasteful and wayward from Ndidi. Looking to find Moses Daddy Angela Simon, not the tallest of players. Where Eric Segushel speaking with his assistant on the bench right there. Make that 70 minutes on the clock. 20 minutes of regulation time to go in this encounter. Super Eagles of Nigeria 3, Mozambique 0. Shots 18 to Nigeria, 2 to Mozambique. Tells you all you need to know about this encounter. It's been just one team playing all night long. Mozambique have not come to the party at all. But then again, no matter what happens in this tournament, for the Mozambicans, they have definitely made history for themselves. They picked up their first ever Afcon win. That was against Gabon on the 28th of December, helping them qualify for this knockout stage for the first time. And they're being taught a footballing lesson about the three-time champions who are gunning for their fourth Afcon title since 2013. The mantra is Nigeria for the win. Maybe the fans would have wanted Victor James Osimhen to continue to encounter to bag a hat-trick, but then again he called for his own substitution and the gaffer bulged and brought in Moses Daddy Angela Simon. A Messiah rate. I'm disappointed with Osimhen's attitude. He needs to work on that because big club will pay attention to his attitude. is a link to Barca may not see the light of day if his attitude is not worked upon. According to Baba Barca, man thinks so. Your thoughts were received, Baba Barca. What a talent without attitude. Definitely, your talent, your hard work, your consistency will take you to the top. Only your attitude will make you maintain that top spot. Now Mozambique is attacking in the half of Super Eagles of Nigeria. Goes all the way to the right hand side. A man is chased down. He slips all by himself, Nanani. He wasn't touched by Bruno Yemechi to be a throw into Super Eagles of Nigeria from the left hand side. Deep in the Eagles half. Bruno Yemechi to take this throw in. Man is still waiting for the throw in to be taken. Well, for Mozambique, along with Zimbabwe, they are the only teams to have conceded in each of their first 18 Afcon matches. They have scored in their last 2 games. The first time they have netted in successive matches at the same Afcon edition. If they score again tonight, it will be the first time they have scored in 3 matches at a single Afcon finals. And for Super Eagles of Nigeria, they'll be looking at keeping a clean sheet in this encounter. Interestingly, Nigeria, the 4th team Mozambique have faced multiple times at Afcon or Afcon-related competition. They have lost all 3 meetings with Cote d'Ivoire. They met Egypt 4 times, losing 3, drawing 1. And they faced Ghana twice, losing 1, drawing 1. While playing a West African opponent, this is the 10th time. They have won none, drawn 2, and lost 7. And now currently losing their 8th game against a West African team. They have also failed to score in all 7 of their defeats against West African teams. Maybe that's actually a cue to saying that Super Eagles of Nigeria can keep a clean sheet in this encounter, their first of this tournament. Hypothetically speaking, they only avoided defeat against West African opposition in a 2-2 draw with Benin in 2010 and Ghana in 2023. Mozambique, officially the Republic of Mozambique. It is a country located in Southeast Africa, bordered by the Indian Ocean to the east, Tanzania to the north, Malawi and Zambia to the northwest, Zimbabwe to the west, and Eswatini and South Africa to the south and southwest. Absolutely, that was indeed a bullet of a strike coming from Jerome Akwa-Adams. So finally, a man writes his name on the score sheet after providing 2 assists in this encounter. Wow, fantastic 4. Nigeria for the win. Jerome Akwa-Adams. Oh, what a thumping bullet of a shot that was. Hernan beaten for the 4th time. Super Eagles of Nigeria 4, Mozambique 0. Celebrations will continue from Lagos to Abuja to Port Harcourt to Kaduna. Once again, that attack. Moses Daddy Ajala Simon from the left. Then found Ademola Lookman, who made that pass to Jerome Akwa-Adams inside the penalty box. Man just keep past his marker. Fired a shot into the top right corner. Ademola Lookman with another assist in this encounter. Wow, what a goal. What a strike. Jerome Akwa-Adams left his marker just scrambling. The man had no idea how Jerome Akwa-Adams went past him. Talking about Manuel Kambala. Gets his first goal of this encounter. Make that 3 goals contributions for Jerome Akwa-Adams. And Nigeria are definitely running riots right there in Fez, Morocco. A man plays for Sevilla. He's a striker, 25 years of age. 1 goal, 2 assists. And he has got 5 total shots in this encounter. Accurate passes from Jerome Akwa-Adams, 17 out of 19. That's 89%. He has created 3 chances. He has contributed to defense twice. 2 shots on target out of 5. That's 40%. Man has had 43 touches in this game. 8 touches inside the opposition box. 2 accurate long balls out of 2. 1 offside. 2 times man has been dispossessed. 2 tackles. He has been dribbled past twice. He has won 5 ground duels out of 11. He was fouled once and also committed 1 foul. Super Eagles of Nigeria not backing up. Ademola Lookman! Wow! Oh, what a strike from the edge of the box by Ademola Lookman. Looking to find the bottom right corner. That just went inches away from goal. Super Eagles of Nigeria not taking the feet off the gas or off the pedal at all. Another substitution. Raphael Onyedika getting ready to be introduced. And now let's take you to Lagos. Raymond Akparere. Fantastic fall for Super Eagles.
Indeed, fantastic fall. Nigeria for the win. Definitely, Eagles are making us happy. I want to believe that these guys want to hear what they want to realize what Coach Eric Sekishel has said at the pre-match meeting. But he said he actually needed 5 goals. That might be a bit difficult realistically, but of course that is his mind. Now they've got 4, and I don't think they're far from getting a 5th goal in this encounter. Great football, great performance by the Super Eagles. I am confident that another goal would come in, and this is how it should be. When you are superior to an opponent, you must be able to really confer your superiority. Let everybody know that you are best. So close to 5th goal there, and as I said, Eagles are not far from getting the 5th goal of the encounter. And definitely, even the fans here in Lagos, as it is in other parts of Africa, and of course the world, will definitely be impressed with how the Super Eagles are playing at the moment, Donald.
Yeah, for Jerome Akko Adams of Sevilla, man has been so spectacular tonight. One word for Akko Adams.
I think he's just confident, he's just majestic. He told everybody before now that he's a professional, and he can adjust, he can adapt to any pattern, any position that is made to play. There's a comfortable play with either Victor Osimhen or play with Paul Onwuashu, who are not really coming. And it's about listening to your coach's instruction. I think that is working well for him. Remember, there's also Samuel Chukwueze and some other players who have not really been in this fray. And somebody just jokingly said, Eagles should not score all the goals they have on their boots before the quarter-final showdown. But I think the Eagles are steady, look quite organized. But that's the challenge for them this night, is for them not to concede a late goal, as has always been in recent time. Eagles must be steady, and I want to task them to keep a clean slate as far as this fixture is concerned, Donald.
Well said, Raymond Akpare. Now, maximum goal poacher, indeed a perfect New Year gift to Nigerians by the Super Eagles.
Well, it's a gift. I think it will only be perfected if they continue this match to the final. That's when I can describe this gift as a perfect New Year gift for Nigerians who have been let down on several occasions by the Super Eagles of Nigeria. Just as Raymond rightly said, it's about they listen to the man. The man has somehow been able to imbibe his philosophy. Take a look at the shot on target now. It's 8-0. Nigeria totally dominating the play. On the scoreboard, it's 4-0. Amazing scoreline. Jerome Akko having a game of his life. Each time, Nigeria is on the ball, you smell blood. You can tell that, yes, this team is solid. But then again, you want to look at the Mambas. Are they that quality team that we can actually use in assessing that finally the Super Eagles have kept a clean sheet? They've not had a shot on target, Donald. I wouldn't say, yes, we have arrived in terms of finally keeping a clean sheet. So I hope the system is but they agree with me that they are not threatened. I don't see the signs of any consummation. Talking about the Mozambique right now. So it's a appeal to the Super Eagles, especially the manager, Eric Sekishel. He remains trying to calm the tempest because there is a big issue that we may not talk about that almost overshadows what we are enjoying at the moment. So he has to address that. He has to put every player in check and make them understand that you are the boss here, you are the coach. Because I'm seeing him beginning to look like a puppet. It really needs to stamp its authority, especially with these big name players in the Super Leagues.
Well, a substitution has already been made once again by Mozambique. The goalkeeper Hernan has been taken out, and of course, Ivan Urubal has been introduced. And for Specus of Nigeria, it will be a double substitution. The skipper of the team, Wilfred Onyendidi, will make his way out of this game. We can already see Fisel Delebashiru and Rafael Onyedika just waiting to be introduced. Yes. Double substitution with Onyendidi and Frank Onyeka out of Fisel Delebashiru and Rafael Onyedika, who got a brace. That was against the Cranes of Uganda. A maximum goal poacher. What do you think Chikuyo Konde is thinking? Taking out Hernan and of course bringing in his second goalkeeper. We witnessed the same thing against the Cranes of Uganda, whereby they used 3 goalkeepers.
Don't go too much because he has not really shown agility between the stakes. Not injured, even though we saw that he needed attention once or twice. Perhaps it's an enforced one. Maybe the goalkeeper called for that substitution, but really he has not covered himself in glory as far as this game is concerned. 4. Yes, you might say it's not a disgrace based on Mozambican pedigree, their standard. This is the first time they go to the state, so it's already an achievement for them. They'll go back home and they'll be celebrated. But for the goalkeeper who have just come on, hopefully is able to keep it this decent, because for me, 4-0 victory over the Mozambicans really is not something for them to be ashamed of.
Hello, studio.
Okay, Raymond Akpara, yes. A double substitutions by the guy for Eric Sagoshia for Specus of Nigeria. What do you make of that substitution? Yes, 2 midfielders taking out Frank Onyeka and Wilfred Ndidi. Then he brought in Fisel Delebashi and Rafael Onyedika, who got a brace against the Cranes of Uganda.
Yeah, you don't score 2 goals in one match and you don't play in the next game completely. But that's what the gaffer is trying to do with this substitution, bringing in Rafael Onyedika, who was very much impressive. The last encounter against the Ugandan Cranes, and I want to believe that he wants to have a feel of this game, just as he wants the other player that came in, Fisayo, to really have a feel of the game. Remember, we have a more crucial stage, quarter-final, and perhaps this like a dress rehearsal, warming up for the last 8 of the competition. Then we have to be waiting for Congo DR, of course, Algeria. You agree with me that it's bound to be hotter, because the hotter it goes, the tougher it becomes. And if you remember, that was the Congo Democratic Republic that spoiled our fun regarding World Cup. And I think these guys have to be match ready. The Rafael Onyedikas, Fisayo, and the rest of them have to be match ready, including Moses Simon, who came in to take over from Victor Osimhen. Very good. But just before you continue, I want to make an observation. Here at the Nigeria Football Supporters Club, the club supporters we are seeing on the stand are not typical Nigeria football supporters. I can tell you, if there's unity in the supporters club, you would have seen bigger celebration on the stands. I don't know if you are seeing it the way I see it.
Absolutely.
Definitely. We have a handful of supporters. We have just one faction of the supporters represented there in Morocco. And I don't think this is good for Nigeria that won the Nations Cup for 3 times. You saw Egypt, you saw other countries, you see how they bubble. Even the Congolese have not stopped their dances or their celebrations. Of course, their growing confidence is always noticeable on the day they are playing. But I think we're just having a handful of Nigeria journeymen, perhaps Nigerians in North Africa, perhaps Nigerians just close to Morocco, celebrating. I want to task the Nigerian National Sports Commission, or indeed the presidency, to investigate what is happening. Where are the core Nigerian football supporters? This is not the group. Even though we want them to be very united, I can tell you that there's something wrong with supportership of Nigerian football at the moment.
Well, definitely nothing wrong with you still listening to your champions at Eagle 7 Sports Radio 103.7 FM. Another double substitution from Eric Sekoshel. Ademola Lukman out for Samuel Chukwueze. Jerome Akko Adams out for Paul Onuachu. And now 5 substitutions completed for Super Eagles of Nigeria. Recall earlier Victor James Osimhen out of for Moses Dadiajala Simon, who is now captaining the team. After Frank Onyeka was substituted for Fisel Delebashiru. Not forgetting Wilfred Onyendede. Also out of for Raphael Onyedika. Yes, Super Eagles of Nigeria still looking at increasing their tally. Wow, what a strike coming right there. Just at the edge of the box from Onyedika. It was a cutting from the left-hand side. Looking to get his third goal of this ongoing Afcon. A beautiful pass from Moses Simon to Fisel Delebashiru. Delebashiru just keep past his man neatly inside the penalty box from the left-hand side. A square play to Raphael Onyedika, but that was always going high and wide. Now let me go to the WhatsApp portal. This one says, good evening, big boss. This is Mayowa from Shomori Abantoko. Victor James Osimhen should take things easy. This kind of attitude makes me remember why Vinicius was denied of world best. Good job with excellent character makes things easier for human being. Victor James Osimhen needs to be cancelled. Up Super Eagles, Nigeria vs DR Congo in quarter. My predictions, DR Congo will not explain why they won the game on penalty. Right about now, no need for explanation. I just want to get your thoughts. 87 is on the clock. 0700 2255 1037. 0700 2255 1037. 081 2782 8497. 081 2782 8497. The WhatsApp line for your calls and text 070 6728 0732. It's been a rains of goals right there, the first stadium in Morocco. Super Eagles of Nigeria running riot over the Mambas of Mozambique, 4-0. Eagles, sorry.
Hello, good evening.
Hello, good evening.
Good evening.
Yeah, good evening.
Yeah, happy New Year.
Yeah, same to you, my brother. Welcome to the broadcast.
Up Super Eagles.
Up Super Eagles.
Yeah, this is Mr. Taufik calling from Aribajeifo.
Welcome, Mr. Taufik.
You see, the way Victor Osimhen is behaving, so if it's not that they have banned this thing and substance, they will have been thinking that maybe something. So you should just be very careful. God bless Nigeria.
Absolutely. God bless the Federal Republic of Nigeria. A man says Victor James Osimhen needs to be careful. Football one game with thoughts of violence. Let's go back to the phone line. Hello, good evening.
Maybe I told you. I told you, say the goal is going to be 4-0.
Can we meet you?
We are listening to radio.
Absolutely. Can we meet you?
On the line. Yes. I told you, say it's going to be 4-0. Even we are still having more. Don't worry. Lovely day, my brother.
Absolutely. Thank you very much. Nigerians are definitely in 7th heaven. Definitely over the moon. A man says a goal will still suffice. A camera pass on Dr. Patrice Motsepe, the president of the Confédération Association de Football, that's Confederation of African Football, CAF. A man also doubles as the chairman owner of Mamelodi Sundowns, right there, South Africa. Hello, good evening.
Leonardo, this is Sani coming back.
Welcome, Sani.
Yeah, Super Eagles, they have done well. At least we need more, need one, or for that for it's okay, it's okay. You see, Leonardo Osimhen is. I don't like the way that boy behaves. And my advice to Sekou, they should not give that guy captainship. If that guy, they should not make him the leader of that Super Eagles any time. Thank you.
Yeah, thank you very much, Asani, all the way from Wasimi. Definitely, you're entitled to your own opinion and thoughts right there. And indeed, we respect your opinion. Plus 3 minutes of additional time. Already 90 minutes on the clock. 3 minutes of additional time to go. Hello, good evening.
Yeah, good evening, BGT.
Good evening, Big Sports of Fan.
Well done. This is Original Golden.
Welcome, world best.
Well done. We're enjoying you here. We're enjoying you well. Thank you. Well done.
God bless you.
Yeah. See, the reason, from my own perspective, the reason why I believe that the coach removed Frank Onyeka and the DD is on precautionary measure. Because two of them have collected a yellow card.
Yeah.
So that's why you remove them and put the other guys. So there are two of them under yellow card. I believe that's the reason we remove two of them, the captain and the Frank Onyeka. So for them not to get unnecessary card, again, making a red card. I believe that's the reason. Thank you.
Absolutely. Thank you very much. And unrepentant to the Arsenal fan right there. Original Golden World Best. Indeed, a salient point. Let's go back to the phone line. Hello, good evening.
Hello, good evening, big game player.
Yeah, good evening, big sports fan.
This is Resident President.
Welcome to the broadcast.
For me, in as much as we want Victor James Osimhen to calm down, it's also good for him to be aggressive. If you have a striker and a team who is not aggressive, then that team is as good as down. So any fans criticizing his aggression, I think he should go and think about the quality of a striker. If you are conversant with the Portuguese national team, you can remember a little bit about Cristiano Ronaldo in the European Nations Cup, and even in Real Madrid when he do the colors of Real Madrid. So his aggression is good, but we still want him to calm. We don't want him to be collecting unnecessary yellow cards, but a striker must be aggressive to put pressure on the defenders and even the pressure on the referee. Because this African referee, they are unpredictable. They can decide on do undoable. Nice one for the Super Eagles. Like we said, is coming home. And we are waiting to receive them with the trophy. Our 001 is going to press another do in Morocco for the Super Eagles. Because Morocco is a good hunting ground for the Nigerians. The Super Falcons go there, conquer all the Africa, unbeaten record. And the Super Eagles now are on the verge to do the same. Be it any opponent, DR Congo, Morocco, be it anybody, bring them on. The Super Eagles are going to fly the cup back home to Nigeria. Thank you. Have a nice day.
Absolutely. Thank you very much. The fatter lady six right there in first Morocco. Abdel Mefire, 29 years of age. The youngest referee right there, the Africa Cup of Nations. I recall that Super Eagles of Nigeria open scoring with Ademola Lookman in the 20th minute. Assist by Jerome Akwa Adams. In the 25th minute, Victor James Osimhen scored the second goal. Jerome Akwa Adams provided the assist once again. Then in the second 45, Victor James Osimhen got his brace while Ademola Lookman provided the assist. And in the 75th minute, finally, Jerome Akwa Adams put the final nail on the coffin. Assist by Ademola Lookman. And of course, that was how Super Eagles of Nigeria knocked out the Mambas of Mozambique. The Eagles will fly on. Nigeria stands tall as the Super Eagles soar past the Mambas of Mozambique, punching their ticket to the Afcon quarterfinals. No fear, no hesitation, just a belief, just grit and national pride. When the moment called, the Eagles answered louder, stronger, together. Next up, it's all about glory. Nigeria dreams live. A fantastic 4 from the Super Eagles. Nigeria for the win. Full time right there in first Morocco. Super Eagles of Nigeria 4. The Mambas of Mozambique nil.
Eagle 7 Sport Radio 103.7 FM. Don't touch that dial.
This is
Okay, quickly, let's look at the full-time statistics. The shots on target, 9 to Nigeria, 0 to Mozambique. Shots off target, 8 to Nigeria, 0 to Mozambique. Block shots of 5 to Nigeria, 2 to Mozambique. Ball possession, 61% to Nigeria, 39 to Mozambique. Corner kicks, 5-0. Offsides, 2-3. Fouls, 22-13. Throw-ins, 13-12. Yellow cards, 3-1. Crosses, 11-1. Counter-attacks, 4-1. Goalkeeper saves, 0-5. Goal kicks, 4-10. Most important start after full-time. Super Eagles of Nigeria 4. The Mambas of Mozambique 0. Quickly. Let me go now to the side of Maximum Gopocha. Hello, MGPs. Done and dusted. Nigeria 4. Mozambique 0.
Final appearance in the bag. I must say it was indeed a standout performance against a side who barely had an answer for every question thrown at them by the Super Eagles, especially our attack line. Unfortunately, I just think somehow, Donald, maybe yes, we should not be mentioning this, but the truth has to be said. There's no incident between Victor Osimhen and Ademola Lookman, surely in the minds of Nigerians, it overshadowed it because you saw Victor Osimhen walking down straight the tunnel. That's the condition.
Yeah, I was going to ask you that. Just after the referee blew his final whistle, Osimhen walked down the tunnel. He's not on the turf with his fellow teammates.
That should be treated and not with kid gloves. That's the reason why I told you, I don't know if it's the coach because he's a foreigner. Maybe he's wary of his job and he's being careful, but there should be code of conduct. These players should understand that in a national team, it doesn't matter how big you are, you need to be on the check. The manager calls the shots. I look at the communication between the manager and Osimhen. It's just like, yes, you're the coach, but you know I'm the boss here. Each time I look at that, it's unfortunate. I don't like it. That's why I think it's overshadowing everything this team are doing. Look at the guys who came on. They were able to hold on. The last time we did the substitution, we capitulated. That means this team is growing in confidence in everything that you can mention right now. But all of this bad, temperance, all of this, players not keeping their temperament in check as a way of destroying the good that the team is doing. Victor Osimhen knows he is a huge figure in the dressing room. Now, no one can approach him. I saw I think it was one of the bathrooms where Wilfred indeed was trying to ask it, and they were like, let him be. No, he shouldn't be let to be. Someone ought to have walked up to him and let him know that the team is over here and not in the tunnel. Well, I don't say congratulations to Nigeria once again, and I keep my fingers crossed to see how this issue will be addressed by the Nigerian football.
Yeah, most definitely. We'll see how this issue will be treated by the hierarchy of the Super Eagles of Nigeria. Victor James Osimhen just walking down the tunnel, not even on the top with his fellow teammates. And neither did he also go to applaud the Nigerian fans as well. Definitely not so good at all coming from Victor James Osimhen. It will be good to go to the phone line. Hello, good evening.
Hello?
Hello, good evening.
Hello?
Yeah, hello, good evening. Your name and where are you calling from?
Hello?
Okay, thank you very much. Absolutely no time to check time. Let's clear the road for another caller. Hello, good evening.
Yeah, good evening once again, BGP on the MIC.
Yeah, welcome, Big Sports of Fan.
Yeah, Folani Bola calling back.
Yeah, welcome.
I think, Donado, you have really done a very massive job tonight, taking us to Morocco as if we were there. And the other, representatives, they have already done their part too, giving us a live analysis and what is really going on in the situation that is in the arena there in Rabat or Morocco. The fact remains that this game I've seen so much exciting, and I've been seeing some Republicans coming back to their norms, to their normal norms. Who now to support the Eagles. This is the 19th time we are going out of the group stage. You understand now? Check it. You understand now? As a matter of fact, I think the Super Eagles of the caliber that we have now, we have a quality players, and of course, they are doing well for themselves. And if you notice, since their first game, Morocco has been a kind of scary moment. You understand now? Not meeting Super Eagles at all. You understand now? But there's no way they are going to do that. You understand now? We are going to have another North African. You understand now? As a matter of fact, that is what my mind is telling me. That we are going to have another North African that we are going to shut down in the quarterfinals. You understand now? And as a matter of fact, I think the Super Eagles is better now that we should be patriotic enough to support them. You can see the morale today. Every one of them done their part. Even in Wobby has really been spectacular in this game ever since he has been playing for the Super Eagles. You know that he has his terrain, he holds the ground, and some other things involved. And on Osimhen, this anger issue. That is why when I have the opportunity to be asked that if you want to have a captain for Super Eagles now, I think you ask You understand that Osimhen, Ndidi, and Iwobi. I said it's good that Ndidi should take it on. You understand that? Because the tolerance and some other things involved. You understand that? He is having his 74 cap and he's having a long goal for Nigeria today. He has really done well for himself, and that is a captain. You understand that? He has the resident and he's waiting for it, and he has it. So Osimhen should just try to calm his anger. His anger issue is just he will act immediately, but at the end of the day, he will calm down again. You can see him coming out fresh again in the quarterfinal. I know it's something they will resolve anyway. Thank you very much, Donado, for giving us the opportunity tonight to feel it. Thank you.
Absolutely. Thank you very much, senior man. Your face will show your shoe shine. Anybody to see your town no go boil. Coconut no go get water. Hello, good evening.
Hello, the big game player of Nigeria.
Of Super Eagles of Nigeria.
Very happy. I'm happy. Thank you very much. You are too much. You are too much, Donado. So God continue to bless.
Amen.
But a long time for Osimhen Hanga, normally.
Oops, I'm so sorry about that. Do you have to call us back? Yeah, go to the WhatsApp portal. This one says, Lord, and Nigerians are saying thank you. Chief Olusegun has said it. No go for Mozambique. Osimhen should control his temper. Coming from Reverend Zachariah Ryan Wasimi. Hello, good evening.
Big game player.
Yeah, the big sports of fun. Welcome to the broadcast.
Savio, where can you on the line? Good evening.
Well, welcome, Savio.
Yeah, Donaldo, let me first, I'll first appreciate you. No, you are really doing a big job. You are doing a good job. More power to your elbow. May God Almighty continue to strengthen you. You will not be weary. You will not be weak. I'm going to continue to bless the work of your hand in Jesus' name. So I so much appreciate you. You are really doing a good job. So let me say, I'm not the only one. There's all the sports fans of Eagles for FM outside there. I really giving kudos to you. I really commend your efforts. Thanks for always giving us a job when it comes to sports activities, or let me say sports activities generally. So coming to tonight's match, I give it to the Super Eagles. Good game, good composure, good football from the Super Eagles. Actually, I never expected the Mozambique to give us tough time because I didn't see that game as one of our toughest games in the tournament. We have played four matches now. I think the only game that I see as, let me say, one of the biggest games we have played out of that 4 matches is the game against Tunisia. That's the only game, the game against Tunisia. I think that's the only game that I believe we've had, let me say, that tough time out of all the games we have played. No other games where as in those other teams, Mozambique, Angola, Tanzania, never really gave us tough time like Tunisia. So big game, was a good game from them. At least winning convincingly with that margin of 4 goals is something to cheer them up on. So and I hope they can go to the final with this good performance from them. As for Victor Osimhen, I so much love Victor Osimhen. Victor Osimhen is a player I love so much. He's a player that I so much admire as a Nigerian. He's a good player. No doubt about that. Victor Osimhen is a good player. He's a player that even every coach or every team will want in his team. But this issue of anger that he has, he just have to work on it. He should go and ask from the likes of this Senegal player, like this Egyptian player, Ahmed Midou, and Elaji Diop of Senegal. To mention but few, those players, and Balotelli too of Italy, those players with anger issues like that, they don't go far in football. They don't last long. You should go and match them. Osimhen is still a young player, and he still has, let's say, a bright, let's say, a brighter future ahead of him. So he should not kill his career with this anger issue. He should work on himself. No, what he did on the field this night is not necessary for him. But how can you be fighting your teammates when you are like 3 goals up? It's not necessary. And you guys, both of you are playing good football. What is he fighting for? Is he fighting for? I look for that. That's not what we did in this tournament.
He shouldn't play individual football. He should play as a team so that we can get to the final and win the trophy. All right, let me allow other callers to come. Thank you.
Yeah, thank you very much. That's a Jerome Akko Adams goal. It means that Nigeria are the first team to score 4 goals in one game at this year's Afcon. They have 12 goals from their 4 matches, 2 more than the next most prolific team, which is Senegal, 10. 11 teams have considered fewer goals than Nigeria at this ongoing tournament. And of course, though that is something for Eric Sekou men to work on, despite this evening's clean sheet. 11 teams have considered fewer goals than Nigeria at this tournament. So yes, it's official. Super Eagles of Nigeria, they are now in their 4th quarter final match. Yes, Nigeria versus the winner for Algeria or DR Congo. It will go down Saturday, 10th of January 2026, time 4 p.m. right there at the Marrakesh Stadium. Let's go to the WhatsApp portal. Hello, good evening.
BGP, good evening.
Yeah, good evening.
Yeah, this is Michael JP.
Welcome, Michael JP.
Thank you so much. Beautiful game tonight. I wouldn't want to see it as too easy for Nigeria, but the fact remains that we were the better side against the Mozambicans tonight. More talented and were more composed. For a long while, one has not seen the Super Eagles play this way. I hope there will be consistency in the play of today. Well, not my own opinion anyway. I would want to see the match against Tanzania as a tougher match than the one against Tunisia. We were fortunate that we won by that slim margin of 2-1. They could have equalized, and maybe you can see the game they played against Morocco yesterday to tell you that the Tanzanians are more compact than the Mozambicans and even the Tunisians that we played with. Kudos to Nigeria once again. I want to see, I think my own opinion of the Osimhen issue. It's not as if he was fighting. Because I was also watching it from the TV, and I think I heard him when he was saying team play. I think he was urging them not to lose focus, my own opinion anyway. Not that he was saying he wants to score more goals. No, I don't see it that way. And which is good for me. The team must not lose focus. At least for once we kept a clean sheet in our matches, which has not been so for a long while to come. Even if we are losing, we must not lose focus. We must not disrespect our opponents at any time. We must not disrespect them at any point in time, which is good for us. Look at the game against Egypt and Benin. If not for the slight moment of loss of concentration of the Beninois, I mean, maybe the match will have run into the Beninois will have just carried the day. So, my own opinion, I don't see him as fighting. I think I see him as charging them not to lose focus and feel it is totally done. Yeah, we were bound to win that mini game, but at least we had something to achieve, which we kept a clean sheet, which is something to be worked on in the team that can be improved upon. Kudos to the commentary run by you. We appreciate your efforts at entertaining us all this way. God bless you.
Absolutely.
Congratulations tonight.
Yeah, thank you very much. Now let's go to the phone line. Definitely Nigerians don't want to go to sleep. Hello, good evening. Hello, good evening.
From Uganda.
Welcome.
Yes, thank God that the Super Eagles of Nigeria won the match. So, we thank God after the arriving of exhibition, we have everything good. So, good. Thank you.
All right, cool. Thank you very much. Indeed, a young sports fan right there. Yeah, time check right about now. 16 minutes gone past the hour of 11. till the 5th day in the month of January 2026. Yeah, with that being said, here's where we drop anchor on today's edition of the Ultimate Football Experience on your champions dial, Eagle 7 Sports Radio 103.7 FM. A very big thank you to the sport fans out there for always keeping your dial locked on to this unique frequency. Yes, like I do love to say, without y'all, all of this couldn't have been possible or even successful. Thank you very much. You are the real deal. You are the real MVP. You are indeed the true man of the match. Yes, catch me bright and early tomorrow morning by 7 a.m. for Front of Page Breakfast Sports Show. We shall take a retrospective look at everything that went down tonight and so much more as well. Until then, keep soaring with the Eagles on Eagle 7 Sports Radio 103.7 FM. Once again, congratulations to the Super Eagles of Nigeria. Do also have for yourselves a beautiful, a peaceful, and of course a delightful night rest. I remain yours in sports, Donald Senna, aka Donaldo, the big game player. God bless you.